sure everyone's on the same page. We're ready for kickoff here at the Slaughterhouse. Caleb Hurrdat is, I'm sure, Todd, anxious to put last week's game out of his mind. He struggled, missed his only field goal, missed extra points. I mean, it was just a very shaky performance by the Beef kicker.
He's looking for a little rhythm, kind of like a golfer. That's how kickers operate. But high ceilings here. We were wondering about some of his long field goals, if his leg was going to be strong enough. We'll find out tonight. Nothing in his way, and we'll see right away as he puts the ball on the tee.
The Beef are going to play defense to start as Hurrdat is waiting for the official to allow him to put the ball on the tee, and when he does, we will be underway. The Beef 1-0, Colorado 1-0, as we are set for kickoff tonight here in Ralston. Looks like everybody's ready to go, Todd, but we may be just waiting. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. That's right.
Safety first.
That's right. We got to make sure the field's ready for play, and that's what we're doing. And it looks like we're going to get the okay, and this one's going to get started. Hurrdat puts the tee, and he's ready to put his right leg. Let's see if the Beef can get off to a good start here this Saturday evening. Hurrdat puts his foot into it. It's a high arcing kick that's going to come down into the end zone.
Don't talk to me.
Takes the ball out to the 15-yard line. That's Stephen Newbold Jr. He's a familiar name. If you remember him from last year, Todd, he had some big games against the Beef and had a really good season.
Not just the Beef, but the National Rail League 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I expect to call his name a lot tonight. Like you said, the ground game last week against Wheeling. He has run someone in that direction. We'll see if they go to the air tonight. They can very capable of doing it.
Celebrating that pick by TDG on the game's first play.
Great early Giles with the interception. Fourth turnover of the year. All four of them interceptions. Second for Giles. This one they didn't like. Omaha thought Giles was not down by contact. They kept the play going. Right. But then the whistle came, and Omaha with a big turnover plus 4 on the season. And now it's time for that offense.
3 interceptions last week. 20-yard line is finally ushered into the boards at the 16-yard line of Colorado. So a good gain on first down. It looks like it's going to set up a 2nd and short. We'll call it 2nd and 1 here for the Beef offense after a good 9-yard run by Brown.
Well, that's about the best we've seen that read option run already in just 2+ games here this year. If they could do that, it's going to be a long night for Colorado.
The timing does look better. Brown back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's dropped. Double K had it. He couldn't squeeze it at the goal line as he goes to the turf and the ball falls incomplete. It looked like the ball was delivered there, Todd. It just slipped through Cole Moose's hands at the goal line.
So far, timing on the first 2 plays is better. You're like, wow, you're making a harsh judgment right very early on, but it's been so bad, actually, the first 2 games, that's very noticeable early on.
Even an incomplete pass, Todd.
Looked better.
Looked better. Brown under center, 3rd and short. He's going to give it to Mack, and he has plenty of room. Mack bounces it off right tackle and takes it inside the 15-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down, and it will keep the drive alive.
And we talked about it in the coaches show. Jeff Mack, we know he can dominate from the running back position, the veteran back there. Only had 2 carries on the ground a week ago. He gets the ball early to get us started here on the first drive.
But he has been involved in the passing game. He's already got 2 receiving touchdowns on the season.
He remains in the backfield. Evans Jr., Cole Moose, and number 23, Prince Shinoa, into the game at receiver. Brown takes the snap, gives it to Mack. Huge hole, huge initial hole, and then it closes rather quickly as Mack takes the ball inside the Spartan 10-yard line.
Kirk, the hole closed quickly, but a half a dozen yards on the effort.
Well, he did. Junebug had his guy on roller skates.
If he's able to do that and get a half a dozen per carry, could get that ground attack going. Omaha very balanced last week, almost identical yardage, but only put up 120 yards of offense as they look to complete this first possession in the end zone.
The Beef offensive line continuing to play good football here this season. Brown in the shotgun, Mack to his left, fakes the handoff, now gives it to Mack, and he finds the going tough up the middle. He may squeeze forward for a half of a yard, but that's going to set up third down at the Spartan 8.
Omaha 3 for 4 in the red zone last week at Shreveport. Red zone opportunity on the opening drive of the game right here. See if they can add to those stats.
It's going to be an interesting play call here, Todd, on third down and 5. It looks like they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown, but it's going to be anxious. I'm going to be anxious to see what Coach Tatum dials up here on third down inside the 10-yard line. Brown alone in the backfield, fakes the handoff, drops back, plenty of time, has room up the middle, breaks a tackle at the 3-yard line and carries it down to the 2. Reggie Patrick says first down. So, you know what? We'll call it a first down. Why not? First down and goal for the Beef on their opening drive after that big interception.
Well, the veteran quarterback, Lorenzo Brown, he may not quite have the legs anymore, but he has an intuition. He knew to tuck it under, take off. He only needed 3 yards. He got 4. He moves the chains and makes it first and goal.
So far, every single play, whether it be a run or a pass, has manipulated that middle part of the field. Let's see if the Beef stay there as Brown's going to go under center. Mack in the backfield. He's going to give it to, I didn't get a number there. It was the halfback behind Mack.
We got flags on the play.
We got flags down. Carrying the ball was Baptiste, I believe, getting the carry there, and he got stopped before he got to the goal line, but we have to sort out this flag.
Brian Stelter, our referee here tonight. We got a legal defense. Looks like the linebacker's up a little too close at the snap, so they'll move it half the distance, give a great opportunity to Omaha here on the goal line. See if they get the early lead.
There's still some confusion over where they're going to spot this football. It's got to be at the 1 or inside the 1, right? We got to reset the play clock.
It's a left foot, right foot thing.
It is.
Well, we'll see. We're going to have a couple running backs, it looks like, from Mike Tatum.
Baptiste.
Lorenzo Brown's going to line up under center. We'll see if they try to just punch this one in.
I think they're going to keep it simple here, Kirk. They've been able to manipulate the middle of that defensive line for the Spartans here thus far tonight, and I think that's where they're going to go with it. Baptiste, however, met at the 2-yard line and brought down. He was stuck that time by a Colorado defender. Gandy comes up and makes a big play at the 2-yard line.
Timing may have been a little bit off there. If you saw Brown, it looked like the ball rolled a little bit over that left hand as he took the snap. Just that little bit of timing may have kept that play from being successful.
Isaias Gandy, the NAL Defensive Player of the Week last week, comes up with a big stop as the Beef lose 2 yards on that running play to Baptiste. Let's see what Coach Tatum dials up here on second down from the Spartan 3-yard line. Brown fakes the handoff to Mack. He keeps it himself, but nothing there again as Gandy didn't bite on the fake that time, Kirk, and was waiting on Brown.
A lot of traffic between the tackles, not a lot of room to run right there, especially as you get close to that end zone, Kirk. You wonder if they're going to try to work the outside here and maybe be setting something up with those 2 plays right up the middle.
Yeah, the read, he read it right, but the linebacker was stacked, and there he was. So,
and Jason, we know Mike Tatum's attitude about kicking. This is 4-down territory.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Shudak come out onto the field here on this opening drive, which ironically, has ticked under the 8:30 mark, a fast-moving first quarter. The Beef still with their first possession. Brown, Baptiste to his left. Fakes the handoff to Baptiste. Brown fighting his way toward the goal line, but he is going to come up short again as Colorado holding tough in there after giving up chunk yards earlier. Once we've gotten inside the 5-yard line, that Colorado defense has tightened up and has not allowed the Beef to get in the end zone.
Pretty good stop there. Cooper almost celebrated a little bit early. I think that play got a little bit closer to the goal line than the Spartan defense thought it would, but a big fourth down, needless to say, here on the opening drive of the game for Omaha.
That ball is spotted in between the 1 and the 2-yard line, so
Omaha 4 for 6 on fourth down conversion so far this season.
this is a big play in this one. You get the feeling this could be a huge momentum changer either way, whether they get in or they don't get in. Pass over the middle, caught.
Yes.
It's caught. Troy Evans Jr. on the slant pass. He catches the dart from Brown, and the Beef capitalize on TDG's interception, and they lead it 6-0 with 7:14 left on the first quarter clock.
Nice pass, pretty easy right up the middle. Nothing too fancy on that first offensive series, though, for Omaha. Kind of sticking with the basics.
No, and Mack in high motion kind of, they followed him the way to open up the middle.
Came down those veterans to get it done. Omaha on the board 6-0.
Let's see if Shudak can make it 7-0. Snap, hold, kick is good. Right down the middle. And that's a good sign. Hopefully that will help build Shudak's confidence as we move through the NAL season. We've got a timeout on the field. The Beef lead it 7-0. We'll be back with more football from the Slaughterhouse in a moment.
This is Omaha State Farm agent Andrea Malecki. I'm not Jake or an action hero, but I'm the one showing up every day for the communities I serve. The products and services I offer help families and business owners in our local area every day. And one of my favorite ways to be a good neighbor is by supporting local. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to support the Omaha Beef football community. Call me for a quote and an insurance review today. 402-991-0100.
At Beyond Golf Bar and Kitchen, we are indoor golf and so much more. Whether you want to come enjoy a laid-back round of golf on one of our 5 golf zone simulators that allow you to play some of the world's most famous courses, to enjoying our gourmet menu of food and appetizers, accompanied by a full-service bar or craft beer while watching the game on one of our many big-screen TVs. We are the destination for you and your friends to come and relax while having a great time. Visit our full menu online or book tea time at beyondgolf.com or simply call us at 402-916-4727. That's Beyond Golf, your entertainment headquarters at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista. Proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
Back at the Slaughterhouse, Omaha on the board. First taking advantage of a Aaron Aiken interception by Trey Dudley Giles. Turns it into the points. First score of the game for Omaha, and they take advantage of the turnovers, and they were +3 against Shreveport. Did not turn the ball over offensively last week, and Kirk, that usually works out pretty well, and might be the recipe here tonight.
And you know, actually watching last week, we were watching on TV, we were doing the other, you know, and to understand the momentum and the other stuff that was going on. So that was a big break and a great start to the game for us.
So the Beef come up with an interception on the very first play of the game. Then they methodically move the ball down the field, chewing up more than half of the first quarter, and they find themselves on top 7-0.
Which is kind of funny. If you remember the teams the last 2 years, time of possession was never in Omaha's favor. They were a team that drove down the field usually very quickly. Tommy Armstrong would put together those, one-play drives and go for the long ball. So seeing them grind that out, that's something I think they're going to have to do this year, unless they get a couple more big play receivers.
And Todd, you brought up a huge point throughout that entire first drive, the timing and the continuity of the offense just seemed so much better than the crud we saw in the first couple of ball games from the Beef offense.
We can also confirm here tonight, replay is working for officiating. There's some issues in the preseason game. We also saw how that game ended, whatever. It was not available that night. It's good to go here tonight. So that should be a help for the officiating crew if we have any close calls.
We'll see if the Beef elect to kick the ball deep to Newbold. They did the first time and got away with it. They were able to bring him down at the 15-yard line. Let's see if Coach Tatum stays with that same formula. Newbold, as Todd mentioned, the NAL Newcomer of the Year last season. The kick is going to go into the end zone again. Newbold has a chance, takes it out. He's at the 5, crosses the 10. We've got penalty flags down all over the field. I think every official threw his flag on that play, Kirk. Every single official.
I see at least 3 of them out there.
3? I thought I saw 4. But
Well, we got I think it's a headgear or something. It's the 4th yellow. But,
okay.
But we'll see if they all saw the same thing. It must have been pretty obvious.
We even got one from the back judge over here.
Oh, he'll always throw one. He won't pass.
30 yards. 30
we
yards.
We haven't even got started
away
with
from
him
the
yet.
play. What do we got? It looks like it's going to go against the Spartans. So that's going to back them up deep inside their own territory. If you're just joining us, the Beef get an interception on the first play of the game. The offense cashes it in. A 2-yard touchdown pass from Lorenzo Brown to Troy Brown Jr. Shudak adds the extra point, and the Beef are on top 7-0 with 6:37 left in the first quarter. Aiken with Wilkins to his left takes the snap. He gives it to Dent on the sweep left. Dent finds a little running room before he is gang tackled by a host of Beef defenders led by Rock Rahman.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they respond to the turnover. Obviously, they put themselves in a hole, but only 1 turnover last week against a pretty good Wheeling Miners team. It was a fumble. That was the first interception Colorado's thrown this year, so we'll see how Aiken responds to this adversity.
Aiken did the damage with his legs last week against Wheeling, scoring 6 rushing touchdowns, and he is a physical specimen at 6'5", 250, and he can run. He has yet to run here tonight. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, plenty of time, throws it over the middle and had a man wide open. Dent threw it a little bit behind Dent there, Todd. Otherwise, that could have went for a big play.
Well, 2 passes so far. Maybe we're seeing why Fred Shaw had to favor the ground game a little bit last week against Wheeling. 193 yards on the ground last week. Only 59 through the air on 6 passes. But it could be a throwing situation right here. You can hear the crowd coming alive. That defense smelling blood if they get this ball back with the lead here in the first quarter.
3rd down and 7 for the Spartans at their own 9-yard line. They need a conversion or this slaughterhouse is going to erupt. Aiken takes the snap, drops back. Here comes Rahman. He gets the pass off, has a man downfield, and just overthrows Dent. Dent had a step on Terrence Jackson, but that ball just hung up in the air too long, Todd.
He did have a step on Jackson, but unfortunately he didn't really know. He knew where the ball should have been. He didn't know where the ball was actually going to be. And you saw the confusion. He got turned around down there. And fortunate for Omaha because he was beat by a step.
And I think the pressure the pressure by Rock there, Kirk, made him throw that a little earlier.
Now we're going to start my soapbox again. We're not going to do the kicking. No kicker. Kicker. And we're going to go for it 4th down at our own 9-yard line.
Has the NAL given up on kickers, Todd?
Well, I'll tell you what. We haven't seen.
It's only the second week of the regular season.
We haven't seen when that pays off. We've seen teams try this. Whether they do have a kicker on the roster, though, so I'm not sure why they're not going for it here. But we've seen this mindset. We've got coaches that are just, offense, and long-term over the course of the season, we have not seen this be a successful strategy throughout the leagues they've been in.
And watching in pregame, they had a kicker that could really kick the ball. I mean, he was kicking the heck out of it.
Yeah, Luis Ferraria is on their roster.
Okay.
This would be a field position kick, not likely a field goal. I don't think he has a leg to quite make it from here, but
right.
When you're playing the field position game, you're on the road. and you're backed up this far. I mean, it's not 4th and 1. It's 4th down 5. Maybe they're discussing it during the timeout. We'll see if they have a change of heart.
We'll see what Fred Shaw decides to do. He's meeting with his offense. This would be a very, very aggressive and maybe even
Crazy?
crazy? Yeah, that might be a good word here. I mean, you're already down 7-0. You're playing on the road. I mean, you don't want to give Omaha a short field. I mean, we saw that in Shreveport last week, and it proved to be disastrous for the Rougarou.
And Shreveport intentionally did not have a kicker on the roster. We saw that.
True.
Again, here they have one. Now, there's a difference between the confidence in your offense and just, I don't know.
It looks like I don't see a kicker, and I see Aiken ready to go onto the field with the offense after we have this timeout. We do have a timeout on the field. Jason Unger, Todd Walkenhorst, and Kirk Heyer bringing you the action from the slaughterhouse tonight. The 1-0 Beef versus the 1-0 Colorado Spartans.
Now, maybe something that goes into it. Last week, Colorado wheeling 3 for 3 on 4th downs. So they are confident, but again, a huge 4th down in a hostile environment on the road. And beyond that, it's the field position that makes me really just kind of wonder if this is the right place and right time to be rolling the dice.
Yeah, you're deep inside your own territory. 4th down.
For an Omaha team that, still has to prove itself a little bit on offense. So
Yeah. If anything, it's been the Beef defense that has been a solid, consistent commodity here early in the season. The Beef offense has struggled, but they did get on the board on their opening drive. Let's
Omaha defensively, 1 for 5 against 4th downs against Shreveport last week.
Let's see what Colorado decides to do. Aiken is in the shotgun. He's got Newbold, the dangerous Newbold, in the game, and he's also joined in the backfield by number 4, Thurlow Wilkins. Here's the snap. Aiken takes it, throws it, has a man. Great timing there. Dent just sat down there at the 20-yard line. The ball was delivered on time, and it's a 1st down.
Shaw rolls the dice, 4 for 4 now on 4th downs, so that's what he's expecting. I still don't like the decision, but, that's why he gets to make it.
It worked out, and the drive is going to continue. 1st down and 10 for the Spartans at the Beef, or at their own 21-yard line. Aiken with Wilkins on his left. He's going to pitch it to Wilkins, looking for running room, and he is going to cross midfield and take the ball into Beef territory before he is finally ushered to the ground by number 3, DeAnthony Washington.
Well, that's where Colorado had their success last week. Kirk was on the ground. Nice toss to the left side. Half a dozen yards and trying to move the chains into Omaha territory.
6 yards on 1st down for Wilkins. It's going to set up 2nd and 4. We've got 2 receivers, all 4 receivers to the right of Aiken. It's going to be a pass, bad snap, and Aiken's going to have to fall on it. Back at the 23-yard line of the Spartans. The snap just didn't get back to Aiken there. I don't know exactly what happened on the exchange, but he never did get the football, and Todd, he was lucky he was able to fall on it.
Well, we'll put an asterisk next to that play. It's one of those plays where you have a drive going, you're starting to get some momentum, you've converted the 4th down, and then, it's 2nd down and 4, you drop it, you lose a couple yards, now you got a long 3rd down. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them, and Omaha gets the crowd back in the game.
The crowd is back into the game at the slaughterhouse. It's incumbent on the Spartans now to keep this drive alive. Wilkins and Newbold in the backfield with Aiken. He puts him into motion, takes the snap, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's got running room. He crosses the 20, 15, 10, inside the 5, and he's brought down finally near the 5-yard line, but a great run there, Todd, on 3rd down. He scored 6 touchdowns last week. He obviously has some talent with his legs.
Well, he's 6'5" and 255 pounds. He stood up and he went against the grain. I mean, he rolled right and then came back with the angle to the left, and he can move right down this field.
Longest run of the season for Aiken. He rushed only for 64 yards and 16 carries last year, but obviously had that short yardage situation turned into 6 touchdowns. He'd like to get number 7 and bench for that interception on the first drive.
Let's see if Coach Shaw calls Aiken's number again. The ball sits at the B5-yard line. Wilkins joins Aiken in the backfield. Aiken takes the snap, gives it to Wilkins off the left side. He is going to fight his way into the end zone, and the Spartans have answered the Beef touchdown with one of their own. Wilkins takes it in from 5 yards out, and just like that, Todd, the lead is cut to 1.
Well, 6 touchdowns for Aiken last week. They scored 7. Guess who scored the 7th? It was Wilkins, so that's his 2nd of the year, and really that's where they had their success against Wheeling. It was Aiken, it was Wilkins, keeping it on the ground. We saw some more success now with the run, and like we said, it was lopsided last week with the run. Maybe they start going that direction.
Well, it was a well-designed play, too, because a fake to the middle of the field, the running back coming from the right to the left.
Here's our kicker.
No.
Off the upright.
Ferreira comes in, and the kick is off the upright. It's no good, and the Beef are going to stay on top 7-6.
And Ferreira was 5 for 7 last week on extra points, so he knows how to do it, but just put that one up right upright, and Omaha maintains a slim lead.
Wilkins takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Spartans cut into the Beef lead. We have 19 seconds remaining. Are we going to keep it here? We're going to send it to break, Todd. We're going to keep it right here. Right here.
With these goalposts here, you don't hear the doink, though, do you?
No, it's kind of a styrofoam with more of a sound on that. No, you don't get that nice clank, but you get the crowd that goes ooh, so that you get that. So both teams show they can move the ball. As we expected, Colorado put up 48 points a week ago. Omaha was in the 40s as well. This is what we were expecting, 2 undefeated teams. And when you get these competitive games, it's who makes the least amount of mistakes. Turnovers is going to be big, as Colorado's not forced a turnover yet this year. It's something that I know they're going to want to do defensively, may have to try and stay in this game with Omaha.
We're going to get our first look at the Beef's kickoff return team. It looks like Baptiste is back deep along with number 80. That's Kentwan Brown for the Beef. Let's see what Ferreira does. 7-6, just 19 ticks left in this first quarter from the Slaughterhouse. Whoa. The kick is going to sail into the crowd.
And the difference this year, the nets are gone in the National Arena League, and we got some pushing and shoving away from it. As Colorado's typically a chippy team. We saw that last week. We saw that last year when these two teams played, but officials quickly on it and settle things down. But the rule also changed that if it goes out of bounds, it only comes up to the 20, not the 25 anymore, too. And depends on your coverage team and who you're kicking to. Sometimes that's not a bad option.
That's right. When you have dangerous return men who can change the game with the blink of an eye, sometimes kicking it into the third row is not a bad option. So the Beef have 14 seconds here in the first quarter to navigate. They have the ball at the 20, as Todd mentioned. Coach Tatum talking things over with his quarterback.
They don't need to run a play, and they're going to let us go to quarter number 2.
Yeah, we're going to let the quarter run down. So after one quarter here at the Slaughterhouse, it's the Beef 7, Spartans 6. We'll be back with first down for the Beef offense in a moment.
Omaha Glass Pro is Nebraska's premier auto glass installation and repair professional. Omaha Glass Pro is also #1 for auto accessories and parts, workmanship, and customer service. Our convenient retail locations and commitment to our customers has secured our reputation as the market leader. Omaha Glass Pro works with all major insurance companies. This will allow us to take the stress out of you getting your vehicle repaired. You will leave happy and satisfied, and all of our work is backed by our 100% guarantee. Omaha Glass Sports Bar in downtown Omaha.
Our 12,000 square foot flagship located in Omaha's Capital District seats 400 guests and includes 80 television monitors and a 48-foot diagonal LED screen above our 40-foot main bar, a state-of-the-art podcast studio, and private dining room, plush booths, team tables, 2 outdoor patios, and private guest lockers for the fine wines and spirits, and one-of-a-kind retail shop on the main level. It's all spread out over 2 levels. Come visit us, Let It Fly Sports Bar downtown today. Back at the Slaughterhouse, Week 2 National Arena League action. Todd Walker's Jason Unger, Kirk Heyer. Randy Katz providing live stats remotely. Technology's great from Sioux City, Iowa. Can you believe that, Jason?
Impressive,
nice.
man.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Always appreciate it, too. Best of the business. But got a good one here like we thought we would through the first quarter, 7-6, and obviously a close game, but it's the little things when you get into close games. A missed extra point, a drop snap right here, a little interception. Those mistakes can add up, especially when you're on the road, Kirk.
Yeah, well, and you talk about the kicking game too, and the championship game last year, that deuce.
Both teams had some extra points and a deuce, and
Yeah, and we won by 1.
Little things that matter in big games, and Colorado, they got some momentum. They just played Monday night. We talked about that, but came from behind for the victory against Wheeling. A lot of people said it was an upset. I guess Wheeling was champions in AAL too. I didn't really see it that way between those two teams. Not surprised that they were out there and got the victory in a good competitive game. But, Colorado had a lot of athletes last year. Same thing this year. They're going to be around. We got divisional play in the National Arena League, so they're in competition in the National League, or National Division, which is basically the west side of the bracket in the National Arena League. So, Omaha's got 2 games, home and home with them. They'll play at the end of May in Denver at the Denver Coliseum, and, it might be the playoff matchup, too, in the National Division if Sioux City can't get business done. You figure those are the 3 teams that are most likely to take those 2 spots.
The Beef offense huddles and gets ready to scrimmage from the 20-yard line as they look to answer the Spartans score. 4 rushes on that drive for the Spartans at almost 9 yards a pop, with the big one coming from the quarterback, Aiken. 21 yards on that run that took it to the 5-yard line. Lorenzo Brown at quarterback takes a snap, flips it out to his left. It's incomplete. Brown was looking short to Shinoya. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to set up 2nd down and 10.
Well, another one of those little timing issues right there. That's a pass that you expect a veteran's going to make. It was a little wide of his target and not able to bring it in 2nd down.
Yeah, actually that was the 3rd receiver because the 2 outside, they were running the deep. Both it stopped and were blocking.
One thing we've noticed here tonight, fellas, is Coach Tatum is opening up that playbook a little bit more than he did last week in Shreveport. Brown, quick pass to his right this time, finds Double K, Corel Colmoose, as he crosses midfield into Spartan territory. I think they're going to put the football down at the 23-yard line, so a nice 7-yard pass on 2nd down.
3rd catch of the year for Colmoose, 2 catches last week, 14 yards. Only long of 8 yards last week. It's someone, though, that we know can make a lot of plays. You want to see get involved in this offense.
They do want to get him more and more involved as we go throughout the season. Brown in the shotgun. 4 receivers into the game. Mack lined up at receiver. Brown drops back. Another quick pass. They're working the sideline to Double K. He breaks 2 tackles and takes the ball down to the 15-yard line. 2 in a row to Corel Colmoose, the pride of Concordia University, and he has a Beef 1st down at the 14-yard line.
You're starting to give some rhythm there now between the 2 of them, but you're also seeing hats off to Colorado. The swarming defense, Corel tried to break that, but made 2 defensemen come up and didn't get much more after that catch.
So it's going to be a 1st down at the Spartan 14-yard line. It looks like Coach Tatum is going to stay with the passing game. Brown alone in the backfield. Let's see what Coach Tatum dials up on 1st down. Fake to Double K. Brown, plenty of time in the pocket. A dangerous pass to his left, complete to Shania. But boy, Todd, there was a Colorado defender out there, and he almost got his hands on that one.
Colorado does a good job up front. They put pressure on Lorenzo so far, maybe forced a couple passes. No sacks, but they did have 4 sacks a week ago against Wheeling, so we know they can bring it up front.
Just a 2-yard gain there on first down. 3 straight completions on this drive for Brown. That's got to be a good sight for Beef fans everywhere. Brown struggled last week, completing just 6 of 15 against Shreveport. This time he has Mack to his right. Brown in the shotgun. Gives the ball to Mack. Huge hole off the left side, and Mack is going to go into the end zone untouched. 14-yard touchdown. 13-6 Beef as we tick under 12 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Now you're seeing Mike Tatum. We know he talked about in the exhibition game they kept it intentionally vanilla. I don't know how much they even showed against Shreveport, to be honest with you, last week against the expansion team, but there's a instance right there. That play was set up, Kurt. They've been kind of waiting to get it back to Mack. Nobody knew he had it, and, you know, he's an elusive guy. I don't want to say he's short, he's hard to see, but he had a pretty good head of steam and a hole to finish that one off.
Well, even how many times last year did we see that mesh connection between he and Tommy, and it always turned out very well.
Great job by the Beef offensive line. Mack untouched into the end zone from 14 yards out. The guys up front doing a great job blocking on that ISO play. It looks like we're going to have a flag on the Beef as we get ready to attempt this extra point. They're going to push him back 5 more yards. And it's going to be a longer attempt for Shudak, who absolutely split the uprights on his first attempt. Let's see if he can do it again. Colmoose, the holder, awaits the snap. It's a good one, puts it down. Shudak's kick is right down the middle again. So whatever confidence issues he had in Shreveport, he looks like he left them there.
He's getting some practice reps there, too. He got 2 shots at that, 2 different distances, put them both between the uprights. So he's looking like he's found his stroke a little bit. And Omaha with an 8-point advantage on 2 successful drives on offense. So you got to like that. Points on both drives, Kirk. I mean, that's what it's all about. And, you know, the goal is to get over 40 points offensively. Omaha is on track to do that right now.
I like what we saw. You know, 2 running touchdowns. Super.
Jeff Mack, 3rd touchdown on the season on the ground, 4th overall in just 5 plus quarters. So good start to Jeff Mack. We talked about, again, you know, getting Mack carries on the ground. They weren't really able to do it just personnel-wise last week. He only had 2 carries, but he's already got a couple and a rushing touchdown.
Well, that also, what that is a play-action pass. It's set up the play-action pass when you can do those things. And that's something we could do last year. Either it was with the run, but the play-action pass makes, you know, just doubles up your offense.
That's right. Mack, 4 carries, 21 yards, and a touchdown here tonight, Todd, as the Beef enjoy an 8-point lead. Shudak tees it up at his own goal line. Newbold and Dent back for the Spartans. Shudak puts his foot into it. This one's going to come down at the 5-yard line. Newbold with the chance. He dances his way past the 15, and then he is ushered into the boards. We've got some shoving, some words being exchanged.
Well, officials quickly break that up. I know the officiating crews were advised before this game what they were dealing with, and so they're going to have a short fuse as far as throwing flags. They're not going to throw the flag immediately, but they're not going to let them fight too long. They're going to keep control of this game here, and we're seeing that. But we see the returns by Newbold, and that makes me a little nervous, especially when they're in the middle of the field like that. You let him have returns, he will break one eventually.
Yeah, it's very dangerous kicking to number 3. The Beef did a good job that time. Veteran linebacker Kai Black with the stop on that special teams play for the Beef. So 3rd drive for the Spartans. 14-6, they trail it. They start at their own 17-yard line. Aiken on the sweep to Dent, looking for room off the right side, and he's going to find some. Squeaks through a little bit of a hole there on the right side before he's finally tackled by Marcus Gray, but a good play on first down there, Todd.
Yeah, we saw the success on their last drive for their first touchdown. It came on the ground. That's where they, again, had the most success last week, too, so we'll see if they favor the ground attack now as they're getting some momentum and still a one-score game.
A couple of dangerous running backs, a trio really between Wilkins, Dent, and Newbold. Aiken in the shotgun. Looks like this is going to be a pass. He drops back to pass, has plenty of time. Now he's going to run it. Crosses the 20, gets past midfield, and is finally tripped up as he takes it into Beef territory. DeAnthony Hall Steele got his shoestring and tripped him up before he could advance the football further down the field, but it's going to be another first down for the Spartans. Kai Black checking into the game for the Beef. Looking to shore up the Beef defense against that run. That has been effective for the Spartans here tonight. Spartans set up shop at the 22-yard line. Aiken gives it to Wilkins this time, and he finds room off the left side before he is finally knocked into the boards near
one on the ground.
The Beef 13-yard line.
Nice job by Stephen Newbold doing some downfield blocking there, opening up that left side, creating that hole, and nearly a first down, 8 yards pickup on first down. Again, now they got that ground game rolling, looking to try to tie this game up.
Wilkins that time takes it off the left side. We're going to give him 9 yards. That's going to set up second down and 1. The Spartans threatening again as we tick down to 8:30 before halftime. 14-6, the Beef lead here at the Slaughterhouse. Jason Unger, Todd Walkenhorst, Kirk Heyer on the call for you tonight. Aiken drops back to pass, has plenty of time, looking, surveying. Now he's going to run out of time as Kai Black takes him down at the 22-yard line. Aiken, all kinds of time initially, but Kai Black comes up from his linebacker spot, Todd, and brings him down.
First quarterback sack of the season for the Omaha defense. Black doing it out of that linebacker position. You mentioned Cam Hunt on injured reserve. He had to sit out 2 weeks. This is week number 2, a bye week coming up. Talking to Coach Mike Tatum, he'll be available and back when the Idaho Horsemen come to Liberty First Arena 2 weeks from tonight.
Everybody will be happy to see number 7 back in 2 weeks when the Beef host Idaho here at the Slaughterhouse. Ball at the 22-yard line, third down. Aiken drops back to pass. Looks, throws, caught. That's Newbold.
What a catch. That
nice
was he was
there.
double teamed, and he pulled that in off his fingertips. They were in the pregame warm-ups, the coaches were yelling at him and says, you got to catch with gloves, you can't catch. Well, they're all wearing gloves. I think the gloves made that ball stick to his fingertips.
Absolutely.
As he reached over the wall and got the first down. Great catch and effort by Stephen Newbold.
Newbold was looking for that ball initially on his right side, but he had to turn to his left side and almost backhand that catch over the wall. A fresh set of downs for the Spartans as the drive remains alive. Wilkins to Aiken's left. Aiken's going to keep it, but he's not going to find much room as Rock Rahman comes up and sticks him along with Marcus Gray. Not much room for Aiken there on first down.
Aiken leading an offense that was very successful in 2024, but also filling the shoes of Jason Whitaker. He's the Offensive Player of the Year in the National Arena League of 2024. He was on the roster and is not playing and apparently not around the team. Don't know exactly what's going on there, but it's Aaron Aiken's show, and he has his team near the red zone here in Omaha.
We'll give Aiken a yard on that first down carry. Sets up 2nd and 9 from the Beef 11. Aiken takes a snap, quick pitch right to Wilkins, and he is tackled in the backfield. Initial pressure right there by Marcus Gray. Also getting up off the bottom of the pile, Jay Sean Washington. Nothing doing on that second down play for the Spartans.
Well, Marcus Gray was all over the field last week at Shreveport, led all defenders with 10 tackles on the night. And as you said, led a swarming defense there, bringing up a big third down and long here for Colorado. And, I'm going to guess if they go for it on fourth and whatever on their own 5-yard line, this is 4-down territory as well.
They definitely have 2 downs to get this 12 yards. You can bet on that. Aiken in the shotgun, has Newbold to his left, and we're going to have a timeout before this play gets underway. It looks like Coach Shaw wants to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. 4:58 left before halftime. The Beef on top, 14-6. We'll be back with more NAL indoor action in a moment.
At Beyond Golf Bar and Kitchen, we are indoor golf and so much more. Whether you want to come enjoy a laid-back round of golf on one of our 5 golf zone simulators that allow you to play some of the world's most famous courses, to enjoying our gourmet menu of food and appetizers, accompanied by a full-service bar or craft beer while watching the game on one of our many big-screen TVs. We are the destination for you and your friends to come and relax while having a great time. Visit our full menu online or book tea time at beyondgolf.com or simply call us at 402-916-4727. That's Beyond Golf, your entertainment headquarters at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista. Proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
You sit in traffic now, but later there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo. You remain calm from bumper to bumper because you know all of your patience is paid out in gold. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Back at the slaughterhouse, out of the timeout for Colorado, and observation, actually, all-star equipment manager Greg Hendricks was one to point out. Aaron Aiken, actually in that huddle, is kind of fiddling with his throwing thumb a little bit. I don't know if he got it jammed up a little bit or just hit the turf funny. We'll have to see if he continues to do that or if there's any effects from that as we go forward. We still have a truck in the far end, so we got a second, I guess.
Yeah, we got trucks on the field. We got the rump roasters on the field.
We got halftime action, another game in the National Arena League here tonight. It's a rivalry if you know the coaches. They've known each other for a long time, coached with each other and whatnot. As Carolina opens up their National Arena League season against the Wheeling Miners, and that's game number 2 for them. And Carolina with head coach Mike Bonner, of all people. Remember that name? He was a former head coach of Omaha Beef, out in front 20-13 at halftime.
It looks like Aiken's going to stay in the game, but you're right, Todd. He is kind of messing with that throwing hand. Man, he is a big dude. 6'5", 255 pounds. He's got some speed. He's a good athlete. Scored 6 touchdowns last week against Wheeling, as Todd mentioned.
You remember the old Pittsburgh Steelers films, at Three Rivers where they had the cars in the end zone, and you probably played then, Kirk, with the Steelers. Let's play with the trucks out there. Add something to the game.
Big Bean Joe Green and Mary Jean's Chrysler Plymouth cars.
Each park where we want it, right?
Yeah.
Aiken takes the snap, has pressure. Rock can't bring him down. Aiken's going to do what he can on his own, takes the ball to the 13-yard line. I thought Rock was going to have the Beef's second sack of the game, but Aiken was able to shake free and set up a 4th down. We'll call it 4th down.
It's 4th and 12.
4th and 12.
They're 4 for 4 on 4th downs this year, but this is going to be the hardest one that they've had to try to convert so far. And you hear the crowd coming alive.
We'll see if the Spartans can convert another huge 4th down play. A lot of athletes on the field for the Spartans. Wilkins to Aiken's right. Aiken drops back to pass, throws it in the end zone. It's intercepted. Number 21, Trey Dudley Giles, gets his hands on another one, and he's still running. crosses midfield and is finally taken down at the 15-yard line.
He got good block by the white hat.
Yeah, he did. That's a tray for Trey Dudley-Giles. 3 interceptions in 1.5 games so far in the season. Obviously leads the team. One away from the hat trick already with 2 here tonight.
He was waiting on that delivery from Aiken. It was a little bit late, and TDG stepped in front of it.
And then I'm thinking when he gets it, get down in the end zone, get your touchback here, although that's only out to the 5 there. But he kept running it out, and
return.
Just didn't want him to lose the ball, but turns into a good return. Great field position for Omaha on the second turnover of the game, and trying to add to an 8-point advantage.
33-yard return on the interception by TDG, his second of the game, sets the Beef up. First down at the 17-yard line. First down carry. That's going to be the first carry of the game. Well, actually, Brown kept it there. I thought he handed it off, but Brown kept it.
He held that ball for a long time, and I think Mack thought he was going to get it. I don't know if there's some indecision on that zone read. They both thought they're going to have that ball. They're lucky that the ball didn't end up on the turf when you see some indecision like that, but Brown was able to tuck it under, short loss on the play.
I thought Mack had it initially, but Brown kept it, and after it's all said and done, it's going to be a loss of 2, so it's going to be second down and 12 for the Beef. All 3 timeouts for the Beef, plenty of time left, 2:50 now here before halftime. Brown drops back to pass, quick pass to his right. He's got Mack. He makes a defender miss and is brought down near the 10-yard line, and Mack is doing some talking.
Well, you said he made a miss, and that was an understatement there. It only got him another yard or 2, but you see the veteran move from Jeff Mack. He put a little whiplash on the Colorado Spartan defender and got a couple extra yards, and then, yeah, they had a little discussion afterwards.
He had a few words for last week's Defensive Player of the Week, Esaias Gandy. We've got a flag on this play here. Third down and 7 play. We've got a flag. And
likely be an illegal defense from that position since they didn't blow it dead. And Omaha's going to keep this, I believe. Maybe not.
We're going to see.
Oh, it's just sideline.
Sideline warning on the Colorado coach, and it's too bad that play.
Well, that'll just be a warning right there,
right,
so that'll count. Right. What's going on is that the coaches have to, it's a point of emphasis this year, stay up against the wall. Colorado is a team that, quite frankly, is one of the teams that really kind of abused that a year ago. And I've seen the head referee, Brian Stelter, he's been warning the coach, and finally, he got too far off the wall that time. He threw the flag. First one's free, second one's a foul.
That's going to set up first and goal from the 4-yard line. And look who's going to take the snap. Jeff Mack takes the snap in the Wildcat, makes 2-man miss, and is going to get into the end zone.
Is that Wildcat or Wild Mack?
Wild Mack. We're going to call that Wild Mack. And Mack finds the end zone for the second time here tonight, taking it in from 4 yards out, and that extends the lead 20-6 Beef, as the fans here at the Slaughterhouse are brought to their feet as we go under the 2-minute mark.
4th rushing touchdown on the year for Mack, 5 total in under 6 quarters of play.
He has been productive, whether he is lined up at running back or receiver. He's done a little bit of everything tonight. He's also has a couple of receptions tonight. That time they snapped it to him directly, and he scored, taking it in from 4 yards out. I think that's going to be no good.
Be wide left.
Yep. Wide left for Shudak. So after 2 successful kicks, that one is going to be no good. And the score is going to remain 20-6. 1:56 left in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Beef football in a moment.
Lawn, Land, and Beyond, our mission is to enhance outdoor spaces by providing exceptional landscaping services and sustainable solutions. We are dedicated to creating beautiful, functional environments that inspire connection with nature while prioritizing eco-friendly practices. Our commitment to quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction drives us to exceed expectations in every project we undertake. With over 10 years of experience, our team of professionals is here to help you this growing season with all of your outdoor needs. Call 402-506-4489 or message us today for your free consultation.
Back at the Slaughterhouse, Omaha out in front, 20-6, and 2 weeks ago, actually just 13 days ago, Omaha played a preseason game here that, and there's no beating around the bush. It was not good. It was ugly. I mean, they had work to do. If you graded that, I tried to give an F+. I think it ended up with an F-. Didn't even get an F+ when we talked about it, but not saying that it's an A effort here today, but they've definitely improved on some things that they've had to, and you can see the progress. It may have been just a wake-up call that you needed to get this thing going.
Yeah, much more efficient on offense tonight. The Beef have scored 3 touchdowns, lead at 20-6. Dent's going to return this kickoff from Shudak. Biding his time, dancing around, and is finally brought down at the 17-yard line.
Something that always gets overlooked at indoor, you don't get a lot of time, and we talk about the small rosters. It's that special teams, Kirk, and coming up with those special teams squads, and kickoff coverage is one of them, and so far it's been good for Omaha. Colorado's not got out past the 20 with some very capable kick returners.
And if it's true, I think that Colorado was only coming with 19 players.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think
I lost count after I ran out of fingers.
And I had a cramp in one foot, so I couldn't use the toes. So
yeah. Well, that's one of those things that happens for a variety of reasons. We'll see if it comes back to haunt them.
The Spartans offense back onto the field. Aiken has Wilkins to his right. He's in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Plenty of time. Throws it over the middle looking for Wilkins. He has it, and he is met immediately by Cameron McCulley. So a short gain there on first down. And I believe, Todd, that's going to take us to the 1-minute warning.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. 1-minute warning here in Ralston. Omaha out in front 20-6. Colorado trying to cut into it. 60 seconds to go in the first half. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football.
Caniglia Heating and Cooling. With over 20 years of experience, our licensed HVAC company offers a full range of services designed to make your life easier and your home more comfortable. And whatever services you're getting from us, you can count on our technicians to be friendly, accommodating, and respectful. Ready to see what our Omaha HVAC services team can do for you? Call 402-539-5151 today to request a free estimate from Caniglia Heating and Cooling. AC Nelson RV is the oldest RV dealership in the world. They carry new and used RVs from top manufacturers including travel trailers, fifth wheels, fold-down campers, toy haulers, and motorhomes that you'll absolutely love. Browse online and in-store inventory, read customer testimonials, and let them help you with your RV financing. You can also shop online RV parts catalog. Learn more about their RV service centers and RV parts stores. Meet their staff and visit some of their local campgrounds. Visit them today, acnrv.com today.
1-minute warning, first half here in Omaha. Good half of football so far. Pretty well played. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of mistakes. Both teams look pretty good out there. Omaha with the 14-point advantage, but Colorado trying to cut into it. Coming up at halftime, DJ K-Dub's going to come on and recap the first half along with Kirk Heyer and in a variety of commercials. We always look forward to that, right?
Yeah.
As if the halftime goes as long as last time, oh my.
Well,
it was an event.
Listen, all those commercials and whatever, those are people that help us out.
That's right.
And I know it's long, but hey, I'm glad we got them.
Better than dead air, right?
Very much so.
Or dead franchise. We'll see a lot of that too. Omaha, let's remind our fans, after tonight's game, it's a Saturday night, and Saturday night is for Kirk.
What now?
Saturday night is for whatever. It's Kirk's late night out.
Oh, Oh, there you go.
There we go. Post-game party is at Winchester's right down the street, right next to the Funplex on 71st and Q Street. And then Monday night, not this week, we got a bye week, but a week from Monday night is the Omaha Beef Coaches Show with Omaha head coach Mike Tatum. That is at Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha in the Capital District. They got quite a venue down there. We get pretty good turnout. We have a good time down there, 6 to 7 o'clock a week from Monday.
We have a great time at Let It Fly Sports Bar. A great setup there. John and Katie from JK Personal Touch have us set up. Boy, they make sure we sound good, look good.
Well, they're doing all this video. We're not fans of that personally. We're radio guys, but
Yeah.
they got a lot of toys we like to play with.
We're going to have to get some makeup.
And I did practice in the shower to sing some songs for tonight.
Oh, good. That'll be good. Karaoke will be living large at Winchester's. They don't even have karaoke. That's the funny part. Kirk will be there singing anyways.
All he needs is a microphone.
Trust me, that's true. Back to this, Colorado, big possession as they try to get some points. Remember, Omaha won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they're going to get the ball first to start the second half of play as well. So Colorado trying to see if they can chip into that 14-point deficit going into the half.
The Spartans have a second down. We'll call it 2nd and 8. They have one timeout left. They've used a couple of their timeouts to reorganize offensively in the first and second quarters. So they have one timeout remaining, 1 minute on the clock. And they have the football at their own 22-yard line. As Todd mentioned, you get a feeling that this is a big drive here in this football game as the Spartans look to cut into this beef lead. Aiken in the shotgun with Wilkins to his left. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Plenty of time, flips it out to his left, and has Newbold wide open. It looked to be a little bit of confusion there in the Beef secondary, and that can be expected because we are excited to have the hitman, Ponce de Leon, back for the Beef. We brought him in this week, just signed him, and he's on the field, not wearing number 0 this year. He's got number 35, but it's good to see the hitman back in action for the Beef. A little bit of miscommunication there, and as I said, that could be expected as not a lot of practice time for De Leon and the rest of his secondary mates as he tries to get acclimated back into that Beef secondary. 53 seconds on the clock. First down for the Spartans at the 17-yard line. Aiken with Wilkins to his left, drops back to pass, throws it into the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow. Incomplete. He was looking for Bissett Woodley, 6'7" receiver. And that pass was even too tall for him, Kirk. And that's going to bring up second down. 48 seconds remaining before half.
Traditional timing rules inside the 1 minute warning. Second down, stop clock on the incomplete pass.
The Beef enjoy a 14-point lead here as we tick down near the end of the second quarter. Aiken takes the snap, drops back to pass, looking, nowhere to go, and he's going to be tackled.
Boom.
That's Jay-Sean Washington in on the sack, and as he was going down, he took a hit from Marcus Gray as he comes up from his safety spot to finish off Aiken.
I'll tell you what, though, Aaron Aiken, though, Jay-Sean Washington's a tough guy. He comes around. He had him in his arms and still almost fought him off. He really made Washington fight to bring him to the turf. You mentioned how big the size of Aiken and a tough athlete out there. He continues to impress me despite trailing here in this game.
He was trying to get away from Washington, and he almost did, but the rest of the Beef defense came in on support and brought him down at the 21-yard line. That's going to bring up third down. 22 seconds remain, and Spartan head coach Shaw took a timeout there. That's their last timeout to stop the clock. So we have a third down.
And if you watch the coach was watching the clock to specifically take that timeout. There's a 25-second play clock, 22 seconds left on there. They want to, I'm going to guess, probably keep it on the ground and then run one last play. They want to make sure Omaha does not get this. Last thing that Colorado can afford is let Omaha get some more points going into the half. Has 14 points. I think they feel it could be worse right now, and they'll take their chance to see if they can throw one into the end zone.
That's
on fourth down.
That's a great observation, Todd. He did wait to take that time out, leaving 22 seconds remaining in the first half. The Slaughterhouse, all the fans here at the Slaughterhouse rising to their feet, urging a stop for this Beef defense. Aiken in the shotgun, looks like it's pass, drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, tipped and almost intercepted. Marcus Gray had his right hand on it, but he couldn't secure it, and the ball falls to the turf.
Well, again, they used as much time as they could, but they still have 18 seconds there. So Omaha's got a chance to get this ball back. It's fourth down. They are going to send the kicker out, though, and try to at least make Omaha go the long field instead of turning it over just 29 yards away from the end zone.
That's a wise decision by Coach Shaw, bringing in the kicker, Ferreira. The ball's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line.
Trey Dudley-Giles back against the wall in case this comes up short. And
I don't think it'll be short.
I wouldn't
with
think
this
so.
Guy. He's blasted.
Snap, hold, kick is up and no good. Wide left. Ferreira had plenty of distance, Kirk, but the ball just sailed wide left, and the score is going to remain 20-6.
Well, if you are familiar with the rules now, the nets are gone. That's a field position kick. It went over the end wall, only comes out to the 5, so that's a good kick for Colorado. Gives a long field to Omaha, but 13 seconds, a lot of time in indoor. Clock stops on incomplete passes and out of bounds, and Omaha has all 3 timeouts.
All 3 timeouts for Coach Tatum. He's talking it over with his quarterback.
Now, I would say they get the ball first. They're going to take it easy, and just go in the half. But we know Mike Tatum. I'm going to guess he does not think that way from what we've seen from him in the last year or two.
Looks like Yandy's trying to get into the Beef huddle.
Well, Omaha's trying to say that they get the ball at the line of scrimmage where you miss a kick. That's not the rule. It went over the wall. Officials are correct. They're backing him up to the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was Defensive Player of the Week last week in the win over Wheeling, because maybe he was in the opponent's huddle. He was trying to get into the Beef huddle.
It would make it easier.
Yeah, it would make it easier, but...
Poster out here, Kirk? Who do you got?
Maybe. Let's see here.
Ball at the 5-yard line.
Trey Dudley-Giles in. Nope.
No.
Correction. You can't read these numbers. Troy Evans, far side.
They are hard to see.
Cole Moose.
And they're going to keep it on the ground. Jeff Mack with the football, and
stops the clock.
Taken out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Do I get a point of privilege right here? The names love it, National Arena League. I've said it overall, though. Omaha's got the names. You can't read them. So, it kind of defeats the purpose. We got to get these things a little bigger here.
Colorado's names on the back of the jersey.
I love it. We don't even need a roster. It's wonderful for a broadcaster.
I don't even need my glasses.
Yeah, we got reading glasses. They're not even on. I can see it. Great. Omaha, I can't tell you any of those names.
Kirk didn't even need to bring his binoculars. We can see those names and numbers clearly on the back of the Spartans, not quite so clearly on the back of the black Beef jerseys.
Well, too, and we've got a lot of sponsorship on the jerseys. If you look at Colorado, it's like just a name.
The Beef are like a NASCAR, you know? You got sponsors everywhere, patches everywhere. Give it to Ricky Birds. If he could sell it, he will.
Yeah,
and I don't blame him.
No.
It's a profit thing, Kirk.
That's right. It is a profit
deal. I don't know if you know about that, yeah.
But those people that pay the money to have their name, God bless them.
Oh, absolutely. I'm for sale. Make an offer.
Jeff Mack 6 carries, 33 yards here tonight in the first half. He's been extremely productive. We'll see what Coach Tatum does. He took a timeout. He still has 2 remaining. The clock says 8 seconds left here before halftime. As Todd mentioned, the Beef will get the ball to start the second half. They want to add to this 14-point lead. Brown comes in with the play from Tatum. He's got Mack to his right. It's a full house backfield. Evans Jr. also in the backfield. Now they're going to send him out into the pass pattern. Brown drops back to pass. He's under pressure. Ball is loose. Ball is loose. The Spartans had a chance to get on top of it.
I thought Colorado did, but somehow that got batted right back to Brown.
Wow.
And time has expired here in the first half. What an ending. Couldn't afford to do that.
The Beef avert disaster as the first half comes to a close. 20-6. The Beef on top. We have reached halftime at the Slaughterhouse. Stay tuned, as Todd mentioned. DJ K-Dub coming up to speak at halftime. Kirk Meyer.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah,
they're going to exchange lyrics and do, karaoke and talk about the first half.
That's right. That's right. We're going to take a break. We've got halftime here at the Slaughterhouse. We'll be back in a few moments with the halftime show. You're listening to Beef Football here from the Slaughterhouse.
Peter's Master Plumber. Hot water not working again? Water leaks? Backed up drains? Leaking faucet? Or toilets got you down? Don't worry, because we've got you covered at Brooke Peters Master Plumber. Our team of honest, efficient, and professionals are here to make light work of all your plumbing needs. We are licensed, bonded, and insured. And if you want the job done right the first time, then call us for all your plumbing needs. That's Brooke Peters Master Plumber, 402-346-0235.
Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha. Our 12,000 square foot flagship located in Omaha's Capital District seats 400 guests and includes 80 television monitors and a 48-foot diagonal LED screen above our 40-foot main bar, a state-of-the-art podcast studio, and private dining room, plush booths, team tables, 2 outdoor patios, and private guest lockers for the fine wines and spirits, and one-of-a-kind retail shop on the main level. It's all spread out over 2 levels. Come visit us, Let It Fly Sports Bar downtown today. 42 Degrees is a locally owned dispensary offering a premium shopping experience for customers located throughout Omaha, Lincoln, Bellevue, and Council Bluffs. Our retail stores sell a variety of high-end CBD, kratom, legal THC, hand pipes, water pipes, vaporizers, electronic cigarettes, premium e-juice, and more. Shopping for the highest quality health and wellness products has never been easier. 42 Degrees is the source for all of your needs. Optimal T in Council Bluffs is a hormone replacement therapy clinic specializing in testosterone therapy, low T treatments, and weight loss. Located in Council Bluffs, they offer affordable treatments specific to each client's needs. They diagnose and treat with a single purpose in mind, to promote a happier and healthier life for each of their clients. Visit them online today at optimaltcb.com for more information. At Omaha Tap House, we pride ourselves on quality food that is locally sourced and made from scratch. In addition to our 15 delicious specialty burgers, we like to think our apps, curds, wings, sandwiches, and salads will allow anyone to find something delicious to eat. Add on our exclusive craft beer selection, and we're not sure why you would want to go anywhere else. We love the people of Omaha and hope you feel the same about us. Come visit us today at Omaha Tap House. Omaha Glass Pro is Nebraska's premier auto glass installation and repair professional. Omaha Glass Pro is also #1 for auto accessories and parts, workmanship, and customer service. Our convenient retail locations and commitment to our customers has secured our reputation as the market leader. Omaha Glass Pro works with all major insurance companies. This will allow us to take the stress out of you getting your vehicle repaired. You will leave happy and satisfied, and all of our work is backed by our 100% guarantee. Omaha Glass Pro.
At CBD American Shaman, it's our mission to bring wellness to the world. That's why we follow the best industry standards and have even developed our own technology to make our products fast, effective, and safe. When you buy from CBD American Shaman, you can find relief and rest assured at our CBD offerings. Beginning your journey with CBD and hemp products can feel intimidating at first. You've heard of the amazing benefits of CBD, but where do you start? Whether you're looking for help with wellness, beauty, or pain relief, we are committed to helping you find the product that's right for you. CBD American Shaman at the Old Market.
Halftime at the Slaughterhouse. Good action here in National Arena League week number 2. Omaha out in front of Colorado 20-6 in the battle of unbeatens. Both teams come into tonight's contest 1-0. Omaha so far having the best of it. Omaha is off next week before hosting the Idaho Horsemen 2 weeks from tonight here at the Slaughterhouse, Liberty First Credit Union Arena here in Ralston. Kickoff is at 6:35, a game that you can also watch all across the National Arena League network as as Idaho comes in for the first time this season. And the Colorado Spartans, though, look forward to their third game of the season after a bye next week as well. They will take on Sioux City. That game on the road, too. A key divisional matchup in the National Division as they take on Sioux City March 29th. That's 2 weeks from tonight as well. Kickoff at the Tyson Event Center in beautiful Sioux City, Iowa. Will be at 7:10 p.m. That game also on the NAL network. Our good friends up there always do a good job with the broadcast and productions. Look forward to those pair of games 2 weeks from tonight in the 9-team National Arena League. 20-6 Omaha. We'll come back, recap the first half a little bit for you here from Liberty First Credit Union Arena here in Ralston.
88 Tactical is so much more than just a shooting range. Our mission is to provide an inviting and empowering community that enables individuals, families, and professionals to discover their true potential. 88 Tactical caters to individuals of all ages and experience levels in an environment that encourages learning new skills, making lasting connections, and discovering further opportunities. Come visit us today. 88 Tactical. Experience the urban energy and Midwest charm of the Gateway to the West by American Inn by Wyndham, Omaha, near the zoo. Off I-80 and 7 miles from Epley Airfield, our non-smoking, pet-friendly hotel in Omaha's city center is less than a mile from the renowned Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium and minutes from the Durham Museum, Omaha Children's Museum, and the Palawan. Catch a baseball game at Charles Schwab Field and see a Broadway show at the Orpheum Theater or stroll Heartland American Park at the riverfront. That's American Inn by Wyndham.
Are you in need of screen printing, embroidery, or iron-on clothing customization? Then look no further than Anytime Tees. No order is too big or too small. We want to be your turnkey solution for all of your custom apparel, clothing, and promotional items. Sports teams, birthday parties, company events, or functions. See why the Omaha Beef uses us for their needs. Contact us today to begin your free quote and let us handle the rest. Call us at 712-256-1151 or visit our website at www.anytimetees.com today. Again, that's Anytime Tees, proud supporter of your Omaha Beef.
At Beyond Golf Bar and Kitchen, we are indoor golf and so much more. Whether you want to come enjoy a laid-back round of golf on one of our 5 golf zone simulators that allow you to play some of the world's most famous courses, to enjoying our gourmet menu of food and appetizers, accompanied by a full-service bar or craft beer while watching the game on one of our many big-screen TVs. We are the destination for you and your friends to come and relax while having a great time. Visit our full menu online or book tee time at beyondgolf.com or simply call us at 402-916-4727. That's Beyond Golf, your entertainment headquarters at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista. Proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
Brooke Peters Master Plumber. Hot water not working again? Water leaks, backed up drains, leaking faucet, or toilets got you down? Don't worry, because we've got you covered at Brooke Peters Master Plumber. Our team of honest, efficient, and professionals are here to make light work of all your plumbing needs. We are licensed, bonded, and insured. And if you want the job done right the first time, then call us for all your plumbing needs. That's Brooke Peters Master Plumber, 402-346-0235. At Lawn, Land, and Beyond, our mission is to enhance outdoor spaces by providing exceptional landscaping services and sustainable solutions. We are dedicated to creating beautiful, functional environments that inspire connection with nature while prioritizing eco-friendly practices. Our commitment to quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction drives us to exceed expectations in every project we undertake. With over 10 years of experience, our team of professionals is here to help you this growing season with all of your outdoor needs. Call 402-506-4489 or message us today for your free consultation. Operated by the Council Bluffs Soccer Club and named in honor of the lead donor for the project, the Iowa West Sportsplex is a 75,000 square foot indoor turf facility with the ability to accommodate multiple young athletes from sports including soccer, baseball, and softball, with potential for flag football, rugby, lacrosse, ultimate frisbee, and more. The facility offers additional space for speed and agility training to athletes of all ages and a full-service athletic training room. The artificial turf is the size of one regulation youth 11-on-11 soccer field with the ability to be separated into multiple smaller field configurations. Iowa West Sportsplex in Council Bluffs. At Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, we strive to provide our customers an exceptional variety of beer, wine, and spirits while delivering a best-in-class customer experience. Our team of experts are here to help you find whatever new or favorite familiar beverage you're looking for and get it at a great price. Need help finding the perfect beverage? Just ask. Come visit us today at Wall to Wall Wine. South O Roofing, over 20 years of trusted service to the Omaha Council Bluffs area with 3 offices in Omaha, Lincoln, and Atlantic, Iowa. South O Roofing customizes in roofing, gutters, siding, windows, wraps, painting, and fascia. With warranties that are real and a business built on satisfying customers. This is what they do at South O Roofing. Call them today for your free estimate.
A quick lunch doesn't have to mean a fast food drive-thru. Winchester Bar and Grill in Ralston has daily lunch specials that are hot, delicious, wallet-friendly, and ready to go. Winchester specializes in comfort food classics, amazing sandwiches, and the best cheeseburgers. Grab a seat in their spacious dining room, beautiful outdoor beer garden, or call in and get your meal to go. Winchester is still the home of good times, great food, live music, and karaoke. Winchester Bar and Grill at 70th and Q.
Winchester!
Halftime at the Slaughterhouse. Todd Walkenhorst, Jason Unger, Kirk Heyer, because you know why? DJ Cada blew us off, apparently.
Well,
had better things to do.
He's a pretty busy guy.
He is
He is one of...
And there's a lot of stairs.
And a lot of stairs.
You know, which,
right.
I mean, that would keep me, you know, from doing it as well. But first half is in the books, and, I mean, short season, but a good half of football for Omaha, obviously, Kirk, you know, and good place to start.
Yeah, like I say, I think back 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And how we felt.
How did you feel? Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead and share it.
I can't say it on the radio.
It's internet. I don't think FCC or any of that, you know, you can say whatever you want. Nobody's listening. Don't worry about it.
Todd and I were ready to offer some therapy if Kirk was willing to, you know, share his thoughts. It sounded like he was ready to, you know, kind of open up maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I know. A little therapy here. Let's talk about the first half, though. Obviously, very successful. All offensive drives that it scores.
Yep.
Also shortened the game up, too. I mean, both teams have only had 3 possessions, and that is something that's probably good when you're not really firing on all cylinders.
Well, that's first, I say, that first possession for an interception. And come back and see Trey Giles back here and some of the big people. You know, that's some of the things we talked about the two weeks ago that we saw. We had some of our veterans, our good people back, but we had some people that didn't understand what it was to be on a championship team.
2 turnovers for Omaha, +5 on the season. Now, the second one was on 4th down, so, I mean, it would have been a stop anyways, but they got good field position out of it.
Right.
But, you know, even an interception on 4th down, it's the mindset, it's the attitude, it's the momentum that you build, especially on defense. I don't think defense was a huge question for this team.
No.
And they're probably going to ride on it even more than they did last year. And, so that's a good sign for them. They're +5 on turnovers through a game and a half this year. Oh, jeez. Look who showed up. I'm glad you made it.
Dude.
DJ K-Dub is in the house. We were covering for you. We knew there were steps. We knew you were busy. Lots of things against you, but, you made it up here. And, we were just talking about the first half. Again, it's a young season, but, it's a good half of football for Omaha. And you had a chance to talk to the head coach on the way off. We can't really hear it because all this going on, but talk about what Mike's attitude was.
Well, I asked him what expectation compared to reality, right? We all had this high expectation we set as that is what we have seen, right? And that's what they have performed on. So when he answered it, it was just plain and simple. He said, your expectation, our expectation is the same to win. The reality is we have to earn the right back from the fans to win in front of them. And we have to perform up to that level. So I think it's just a fact of a reset, right? Every so often you need a reset, and after 900 and some odd days, you're the counter. I don't know.
I don't count them.
Well, we know someone does, right?
Somebody.
But
Matt Pan.
A reset is a reset. And I don't know about you, but I see the team progressing and getting in rhythm.
You're around the players a lot more than we are. 13 days ago, there's a preseason game. Obviously, the lights are going off. The red lights. This is, it's just ship sinking, and rightfully so. I mean, if that didn't wake you up, you don't know what you're looking at. But people are talking. Okay, team, goes out. Sure, would they start 1-1 or 0-2? I mean, that's not where they're at now. Talk about how you're seeing that with the players compared to 2 weeks ago. I mean, it may have just been something they had to learn, right?
There's 7 returners now with Ponce coming back. When you have 7 returners that start to take that role, and the leader before was Tommy, right? Everybody followed Tommy. Now they're coming together. They're not all vocal leaders. So you're seeing them doing it by example.
And Kirk, football-wise, when, love the casual fans and everything, but when you really go to putting these teams together like we've had to before, you got to realize there's other leagues out there. You got guys that are trying to make it in other leagues. Coaching staffs here want to give them those opportunities too. So, not saying any league's better or whatever, but the reality is players are going to go try to play with other teams, may not have made it, may still be coming back here. I know some of those discussions are going right now. So sometimes the first couple of weeks of the season look a lot different than 3, 4, 5 weeks of the season.
And we talked about these Kirby State Party. I said, we've been spoiled. We were spoiled with all of that success and the good people and so on, and to not have them. But this first half, feel great.
DJ, so again, it comes down to, this is why I always say, and this is, I've been around football a long time, professionally, with all levels, right? And everybody always asks me, obviously the obvious one here is Nebraska. University of Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
What happened there, right? The most simple thing I always said was, it used to be when you went to Nebraska, you got to be great because you're in Nebraska. Then it became, I'm great because I'm in Nebraska. That's 2 different mindsets, right? Yeah. And that's kind of what, when you start getting good, you start having a little attitude change. You got to keep people in check.
That is the difference between week 1 and week 3 for the Beef. That was the one thing that one of their media guys that I work with, Patton, that's the one thing that we were talking about, just sitting there and we're talking, we're like, hey, this is why we didn't succeed that first game. People expected they were a part of that championship reign without doing the championship things to be a part of that championship reign. Now these players understand, and I think the leaders have talked and said, hey, those are patches you didn't earn. Now you're going to earn them through the play, and we're seeing the difference in the play.
Did you just call Matt Pan a media guy?
Nah, he does his own thing.
Okay, I'm keeping everybody honest.
If they have the braveness to get on a mic, they do their own thing. It is what it is.
DJ K-Dub, you can join him. He's all over the place on social media, but most importantly, not this week because we're off, but 2 weeks or a week from Monday night down at Let It Fly. He's down there with us at the coaches show. We have a good time down at Let It Fly. He's my keynote runner.
Dude, yes, I am. Did you win that last one, hopefully?
Number besides
are numbers.
we play for fun, right? We play for fun. DJ K-Dub, appreciate you joining us here at halftime. Kirk Heyer, we'll come back. Halftime is wrapping up. A great second half is straight ahead. Omaha is out in front at the Slaughterhouse, 20-6. You're listening to and watching, depending where you're at, National Arena League week number 2, all across the National Arena League network.
Life Construction, who has been building in Omaha for over 30 years, is proud to support our community. And it's through that support that we recognize organizations such as the Children's Nebraska, a nonprofit regional pediatric specialty healthcare center located in Omaha. The 243-bed hospital is the only freestanding children's hospital in Nebraska and serves patients from throughout its home state, making a difference in our community. On behalf of Life Construction, thank you, Children's Nebraska. At Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, we strive to provide our customers an exceptional variety of beer, wine, and spirits while delivering a best-in-class customer experience. Our team of experts are here to help you find whatever new or favorite familiar beverage you're looking for and get it at a great price. Need help finding the perfect beverage? Just ask. Come visit us today at Wall to Wall Wine. 42 Degrees is a locally owned dispensary offering a premium shopping experience for customers located throughout Omaha, Lincoln, Bellevue, and Council Bluffs. Our retail stores sell a variety of high-end CBD, kratom, legal THC, hand pipes, water pipes, vaporizers, electronic cigarettes, premium e-juice, and more. Shopping for the highest quality health and wellness products has never been easier. 42 Degrees is the source for all of your needs. 88 Tactical is so much more than just a shooting range. Our mission is to provide an inviting and empowering community that enables individuals, families, and professionals to discover their true potential. 88 Tactical caters to individuals of all ages and experience levels in an environment that encourages learning new skills, making lasting connections, and discovering further opportunities. Come visit us today. 88 Tactical.
This is Omaha State Farm agent Andrea Malecki. I'm not Jake or an action hero, but I'm the one showing up every day for the communities I serve. The products and services I offer help families and business owners in our local area every day, and one of my favorite ways to be a good neighbor is by supporting local. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to support the Omaha Beef football community. Call me for a quote and an insurance review today, 402-991-0100.
AC Nelson RV is the oldest RV dealership in the world. They carry new and used RVs from top manufacturers, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, full-down campers, toy haulers, and motorhomes that you will absolutely love. Browse online and in-store inventory, read customer testimonials, and let them help you with your RV financing. You can also shop online RV parts catalog. Learn more about their RV service centers and RV parts stores, meet their staff, and visit some of their local campgrounds. Visit them today, acnrv.com today. The Amazing Pizza Machine voted Omaha's best family entertainment center and best place for birthday parties. The Amazing Pizza Machine is the perfect destination for any celebration, from family gatherings, post-proms, corporate events, and birthday parties. With laser tag, thrill rides, go-karts, bowling, arcade games, and an unlimited buffet, the food and fun at Amazing Pizza Machine never ends. That's the Amazing Pizza Machine, proud partners of your Omaha Beef professional indoor football team. Experience the urban energy and Midwest charm of the Gateway to the West by American Inn by Wyndham, Omaha, near the zoo. Off I-80 and 7 miles from Epley Airfield, our non-smoking, pet-friendly hotel in Omaha's city center is less than a mile from the renowned Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium and minutes from the Durham Museum, Omaha Children's Museum, and the Apollo-on. Catch a baseball game at Charles Schwab Field and see a Broadway show at the Orpheum Theater or stroll Heartland American Park at the riverfront. That's American Inn by Wyndham.
Are you in need of screen printing, embroidery, or iron-on clothing customization? Then look no further than Anytime Tees. No order is too big or too small. We want to be your turnkey solution for all of your custom apparel, clothing, and promotional items. Sports teams, birthday parties, company events, or functions. See why the Omaha Beef uses us for their needs. Contact us today to begin your free quote and let us handle the rest. Call us at 712-256-1151 or visit our website at www.anytimetees.com today. Again, that's Anytime Tees, proud supporter of your Omaha Beef.
halftime. Team's back on the field for half number 2. Todd Walken orders, Jason Unger, Kirk Heyer. And Kirk, you've been around for a long time. I got to turn on your mic. That's right.
You got me.
That works better, right? I'm just learning this deal. You know, one thing we kind of talked about, Jason's been around. He was around last year. But a couple of years ago, right, we talked about the streak for Omaha, whatever. But 2 years ago, it wasn't fun. I mean, not that it has to be fun. I mean, it's fun winning, right?
Right.
But the games were not close. They weren't. I mean, let's just be honest. There was a lot of parity, right?
Yes.
Last year, though, Omaha had to do some work in some of those games to come back. That's over, right? I mean, we're seeing now in this league, we're seeing Carolina and Wheeling right now in a 20-13 game in the third quarter. We're seeing a lot of teams I think are going to be very competitive. I mean, selfishly, for the league, I mean, it's better for the league. It's a lot of fun.
Sure is.
I mean, you're a fanboy. You probably don't like it, but,
No, I do. But like I say, you talk about we were spoiled a few years with the people who had.
You were spoiled.
Well, yeah, but I can speak for a few more because I mean we really we just had some super duper people, and now we brought back some of the people too, along with the new ones. So I feel a lot better this halftime than I did 2 weeks ago. I'm telling you.
But Jason, a half could change everything. So one half does not make a season. Half number 2, you got to come out and play the same 30 minutes you did in the first 30.
It was a pretty evenly played first half, I thought, between the two teams. The biggest difference, Todd, 2 picks, 2 interceptions for the Beef. They made a couple of key defensive stops, and that's why you're seeing the 14-point discrepancy on the scoreboard.
And we can't preach that enough, Kirk, when you get into games that are competitive. I mean, we have the blowouts. No, it does not matter then, but we get to games with teams that are fairly competitive. We see this more than the NFL, right?
Right.
It's a mistake. It's who wins the turnover battle, who makes the least amount of mistakes, who makes the least amount of penalties, turnovers. That's what football's supposed to be all about, and usually you'll decide the game when you have 2 teams that are competitive.
Very much so. I mean,
it's not rocket surgery, right?
It sure is. We saw it in the Super Bowl.
The what?
We saw it in the Super Bowl. The way making mistakes.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that this year. But what happened?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I'll have to look that up. I missed that.
Another thing tonight, Todd, that in addition to the efficiency on offense for the Beef, I think we've seen better play out of the special teams. We've converted on a couple of kicks. We've also covered kicks pretty well. We haven't really had an opportunity to see the Beef in the return game. We're going to see that here as we start the third quarter.
Big opportunity, obviously. You got a 14-point lead. It's 2 possessions. You got the ball, though, to start the second half. You have the momentum. Really a chance to put some distance between you and Colorado here as we get ready for the second half.
Here's the kickoff from Ferreira. It's going to come down into the end zone, into the hands of Josh Baptiste, and he's going to take the football to the 10-yard line. It squirts out late. I think that was before we had any whistles.
It was before there was any whistles, but it went over the wall.
They're trying to sort
contact, and they're going to call that the ball went out of bounds. It'll stay with Omaha. But, we talk about those mistakes. Omaha almost gave one right to Colorado right there. You saw it on the replay. What happened was it actually hit the Colorado player and then hit the wall. Once that occurred, the wall is dead. It killed the ball.
So it looks like the Beef are going to start with their first possession of the second half at their own 7-yard line.
Because I love officials. I promised Brian too. I'd say good thing. That was a good job. They were in a good place. They saw that ball right there. Made a good call to start the second half.
I didn't ever thought. I'm surprised you're saying.
I'm known as a friend. I'm known as a friend of officials.
I'm kind of surprised by that. Bad snap. Brown is able to corral it and get back near the line of scrimmage. A bad snap there on first down
for Omaha. 2 plays. We've seen the ball loose on both of them. That's something they need to correct real fast. It can turn a game around.
2 fumbles to start this second half for the Beef. They've got both of them back. Brown's going to lose a yard on that exchange as he's taken down at the 7-yard line. Brown's in the shotgun, alone in the backfield, drops back to pass, looking deep, has a man out there, great coverage.
Got the flag.
Maybe too good of coverage by
get the flag. The back judge threw it.
He had an arm bar on him.
Yeah, he did. Trey, though, he's a veteran. He sold it pretty good, too.
Yes,
he knew he wasn't going to get around him. And back judge Monty Tilger threw the flag. It's going to be pass interference and first down, plus yards for Omaha. Monty doing back-to-back work. He was working the Sioux City game last night. I saw a lot of people commenting on his performance on an Idaho touchdown in the end zone that turned into an interception for Sioux City. So back-to-back nights for Monty, getting double paychecks. Good to see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to work for a living, Todd.
I hear about that, yeah.
Yeah, you got to pay the bills.
We get paid to do this?
That's a good question.
To be determined.
TBD. The Beef with the ball at the 22-yard line after the penalty on Mosby for defensive pass interference. Brown in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Quick pass to his right to double K. Correll Colmoose. Not much room over there for Colmoose as he hauls in his third reception of the game. He's tackled right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. We have some words exchanged between a few players. No flags. They're able to be separated without too much damage there.
Again, we know the history between these two teams. Good job keeping them under control here tonight.
DeMarcus Mills, a big offensive lineman for the Beef, playing peacemaker there. And I tell you what, if he wanted me to remain peaceful, I would listen to him. He's a huge, large individual. Brown takes the snap, gives it to Mack up the middle, and he is tackled immediately by a couple of Spartan defenders. In first was number 10, Sam Hammond, defensive lineman, in on the stop for the Spartans. So that's going to set up a 3rd down and long for the Beef, Todd.
It hasn't been a lack of effort tonight from Colorado. A little lack of execution a couple places, but we've seen Colorado swarming to the ball and doing a lot of good things on the defensive side of the ball. And a chance to get the ball back right here on 3rd down and 10 for Omaha.
They've really played pretty well defensively here tonight, short of a couple of plays where there were some breakdowns.
And that's a first offsides penalty I think we've seen here tonight.
Yeah, first offsides penalty. That's going to give the Beef 5 yards as they try to extend this first drive of the 3rd quarter.
Needless to say, that makes it a heck of a lot easier and also makes you consider that you might have 2 downs to get the 5 yards here, Kirk.
Yes.
3rd down.
Good insight.
3rd down and 5 for the Beef here as we tick under 12 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Beef on top 20-6. Scoring on all 3 of their first half possessions. Brown with Mack in the backfield. Drops back to pass, looking over the middle for Colmoose in the end zone and leads him a little bit too far. That pass lands in the stands and Correll Colmoose hit the wall really hard. Good coverage again by the Spartans.
You know, that's unfortunate. You know the saying in indoor, the wall never loses, right, Kirk?
Right.
It caught Correll there, and it's unfortunate because he really didn't have a chance at the ball. He liked the effort, but it's not the ball to go into the wall like that. It looked like he got an arm up against that wall, and could take a second to get up.
There we go.
And maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, and that's the best thing possible right there. But again, you know, we talk about when they practice in rec centers or whatever, they emulate the walls with cones. So, you know, there's there's an attitude to cheat a little bit. You can run through the cones and everything, but when those walls show up in the games, they're for real.
Yes, they are, my friend. Very real, as Correll Colmoose found out right there, Kirk.
His eyes were following the ball, and so the body's following your eyes, and that whack.
That's right. Wall. It's all connected somehow.
And the wall wins.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and Shudak is on the field. It looks like the Beef are going to try a long field goal here.
0 for 2 on field goals this year. What was a long field goal, but this is a 37-yard attempt.
Shudak looks to get off to Schneid and add 3 points to the Beef total. Bad snap. Hold is down. The kick is just wide.
I'll tell you what, needless to say, that was not the kicker's fault, but he almost righted that wrong. Good job on the hold.
Lorenzo Brown in there to hold because Colmus had to leave the game because
we got
he
a
was
challenge
injured.
flag. Okay. Mike Tatum thinks there's a legal defense, so I'm not sure which part, but I'm going to guess that the linebacker may have been too close. That is now challengeable. That's changed since last season. The NAL really opened up the challenge rules. They figured we got replay to let them do that. They're more like the IFL. Well, I'm not going to say they're more like, they copied the IFL challenge rules. Basically, you could challenge the same things. A legal defense is challengeable right now, so we'll see if this is valid if they go take a look. Fred Shaw is all the way over there. And if you followed us last year, you'll remember there were some issues in the Colorado game out there on what they could challenge and not challenge. Now Mike Tatum and Fred Shaw exchanged some good-natured fun. No, I think they actually were pleasant, but we'll see if they are going to challenge us. Let's get the announcement. They talked him out of the challenge there on illegal defense, so they're going to charge them the timeout, they said. Yeah. But not the challenge.
Right. So the Beef now down to 2 timeouts here.
Now, the good part, though, was Shudak did get over the wall. Correct. So, obviously, no return, and it puts all the way out to the 5-yard line. There's some confusion about this because you see Shaw questioning again, and now they correct it. That's the second time we've seen, Kirk, that the touchback goes to the 5-yard line, and the players and coaches don't necessarily seem like they're aware of that rule.
Yeah,
It looks like they've got everything sorted out, and the Spartans will begin their opening drive of the third quarter at their own 5-yard line.
So first drive, Omaha does not score on. We got a penalty flag. This will be a delay of game. And Colorado's going up. We should have had a play clock reset because they're discussing that. I think they're going to fix it for the white hat.
Nope.
No, they aren't.
They're going to charge them.
And Fred Shaw is in disbelief. I think he actually has a case.
I do too. I mean, they were still trying to figure out where to spot the ball.
Brian Seltzer's telling them, we started the play clock, and now they're going to back up half the distance.
So
now you got to get moving.
Not a great situation for the Spartans as they get ready to take their first snap of the third quarter. 20-6 Beef. We've ticked under 10:30 left in the third quarter. Aiken takes the snap, gives the ball to Wilkins. He finds a little room up the middle before he is corralled and brought down by Rock Rahman and Jay-Shawn Washington.
So first possession of the second half offensively for Colorado. We saw them get some success with the running game. They're down 2 scores, though. But they start with the running game right here, but long field, Kirk.
Yeah, it is a long field. Let's see here.
It's going to be a situation where it's definitely not panic time for the Spartans yet. They still can use the entire playbook. Plenty of time left, and they're down just 2 scores. Aiken with Wilkins to his right. Takes the snap, drops back into his own end zone. Throws it to his left, and the pass is incomplete. He's looking for the 6'7" receiver, Bizette Woodley. And the pass was incomplete. Good coverage over there by Beef defensive back Cameron McCulley. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long, and now it's kind of danger time for the Spartans as they find themselves near their own end zone.
Big play. Crowd is into it. And we'll see if the defense is up to the stop.
The Beef defense has only given up 6 points here tonight. They gave up just 18 points and 110 total yards last week against Shreveport. Aiken back in his own end zone. Flushed, is going to have to run, crosses the 10-yard line, and he's taken out of bounds aggressively by Rock Rahman. And Woodley clearly takes issue with that, but
first down.
no
He's going to be a
flags.
yard short, Kirk.
Looks like
But
it's going to be
Aikman almost
fourth
making a
down.
play right again. Colorado, that's what we've seen from them over the last couple of years. A lot of playmakers. You're just waiting. You know somebody's going to break out and make a huge play. But here's a huge one right now, fourth down and 3.
Offensive newcomer of the year, Stephen Newbold Jr. has been quiet in this one. Just one catch for 9 yards, and he's also been limited in the return game. So the Beef doing a good job of containing the Spartans' top playmaker. Fourth down and 3. Aiken alone in the backfield. We've got flags.
Another delay of game. Huge on fourth down and 3, Kirk.
Wow.
Mental mistake there makes it fourth down and 8.
There's a big difference between fourth down and 3 and fourth down and 8. It may only be 5 yards, but it certainly changes the mindset of Coach Shaw and what he is going to want to do on this fourth down.
And you get closer to those fans, too, in that end zone, and you have to put all that into play, and you can hear the fans know how big of a play this is right now for the defense.
7:45 remaining in the third quarter at the Slaughterhouse in Ralston. The Beef fans on their feet. Aiken in the backfield has Wilkins to his left. Ball is fumbled. Who has it?
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter. That was fourth down, so the Beef are going to have the football inside the 10-yard line. They get a defensive stop on fourth down, and the offense is going to set up shop in great field position.
That's just a stat differential right there. It's going to go down as a fourth down stop, but either way, basically a turnover and a very short field now for Omaha. Midway through the third quarter and a 2-score lead. Timeout on the field. Crowd is alive. We'll come back. 20-6 Omaha out in front. You're listening to Omaha Beef football all across the National Arena League Network.
Crown Trophy has over 40 years of experience providing award and recognition items to thousands of leagues, organizations, corporations, and educational institutions, just to name a few. Our friendly and experienced customer service staff is available to provide assistance and guide you through the award selection process. Our number one goal is to make your awards program and presentation a great success. Feel free to contact us today, 402-573-5500, Crown Trophy.
If your day sounds like
We need to report ASAP.
you deserve Modelo, if you've persevered through,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Momentum is on the side of Omaha here at the Slaughterhouse. 7:26 remaining, third quarter. Defense with a huge stop, giving a short field to Omaha's offense, trying to add to a 20-6 advantage. Jason Ugger, Kirk Heyer. You know who's not here, Kirk? Our good friend James Kerwin, you know where he's at. Driving back from Columbia, Missouri. You know I'm a big fan of college women's flag football. I mean, I always have been.
Yeah.
And, you know, Kerwin is the head coach of the Midlands, where they defeated get this is the number 8 Missouri, University of Missouri, the Columbia one.
Oh, my
tonight.
goodness.
Victorious. He's on his way back. Congratulations to James Kerwin. And I don't know if I can talk about this or not, but you know the spring game down, which they're not having anymore now, so like football fun games or whatever. They're gonna have a flag football game. They're gonna be involved April 26th, I believe it is. 1 o'clock. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure
We're all about that.
I mean, I'm not sure what I find most shocking with what you just said, but I think it has to be.
Where do you start?
I think it has to be that there's actual rankings for women's flag football.
That's part of it, right?
Wow. Unreal.
Congratulations to them. Kerwin is usually here when he can be, but congratulations to them. We'll talk more about that. It's actually a big, huge deal.
Brown takes the snap. Beef look to add to their lead. Throws it in the end zone, and that is going to be picked. Look out. Colorado off to the races. misses, and it's going to be a touchdown.
No, it's coming back. We're going to have a blindside block.
Okay.
At the 20-yard line. Now we're going to have a personal foul against the head coach as well. We're going to have 2 at least penalties on Colorado. A huge block. Wow. And now we're also going to have a personal foul as well. It's going to, more importantly, now we're going to have a fight. And here's where we're going to see if they keep control of this game. We knew this was a possibility. Officials were warned before, and we'll see. But that blindside block was, wow. The reason for the rule is dangerous. He's down on the ground.
Do they call it blindside or is it targeting?
No, I think it'll be blindside. And it's going to wipe out the touchdown. It's the most important part, besides the safety part. But
Isaiah Hall for the Spartans picks the ball off in the end zone and takes it the length of the field for a score, but it's all coming back due to an illegal block on the far side of the field.
And in addition to this, I know the officials have been told that they are not to put up with this here tonight. So we'll see. They've done a good job, but once again, the head coach for Colorado is being led to the bench, and he's got to be kept under control.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack here. We have multiple fouls. I think we do know that it is going to be Colorado's ball.
It will be Colorado's ball, but it's going to be backed way up. And again, more importantly, it looked like they had 7 points. Those will not go on the board.
They're going to wipe the points off the board. It will remain Colorado's football, but there are multiple infractions. Players, coaches getting involved after the play. The good news is I didn't even see who was down for the beef, but
he's up and gone.
They're
and,
up and
back to the bench.
Up and back to the bench, so that's a good sign.
So there's actually 3 flags on the play. I know the first one was thrown for the infraction on the return. The rest were post. Here's the call. Let's get this sorted out. Textbook as instructed, they flagged both the head coach and the coordinator. And in the NAL, the personal fouls also result in a loss of field coaching. So they just lost both coaches. The coach on the field for the rest of this contest, plus they'll enforce the 15-yard penalty on the blindside block, and then 2 half the distances on the 2 additional personal fouls. Colorado's going to be backed up, and probably as good of an interception as you can throw with those results, Kirk.
Absolutely.
Coach Tatum,
he's just watching along.
Meeting with the officials, making sure that they follow through with everything that just happened on that last play.
Well, and all is our guy okay that they had to take off or no?
Yeah, I think he was able to get, I did not see a number, Kirk, but I think he was able to get up under his own power and make it to the bench. So, wow, what a turn of events there. 6 points taken off the board for the Spartans as the interception return for a touchdown is nullified by the illegal blindside block. And as a result, the Spartans are going to have the football, but they're back at their own 2-yard line. Aiken, Wilkins to his right, takes the snap, gives it to Wilkins. He has a yard, maybe 5 yards, breaks free, and he's still running. Wilkins is going to find himself in the end zone. I thought he was down initially, or it looked like he was going to be tackled at the 10-yard line, but he breaks free, Todd, and back-to-back plays, the Spartans have found themselves in the end zone, and it looks like this one's going to count.
And for Colorado, that's exactly how you do handle that type of situation. You do it on the field, you make a big play, and you make them pay for it. We do have a beef player down in the backfield.
So that's going to be a 48-yard touchdown run for Wilkins as he navigates his way down the left sideline and then breaks free past the Omaha secondary for the touchdown.
This play is under review, so like you said, we were wondering if there's contact with the wall. The officials, this is official initiated review, not by Omaha. They can do that and are instructed to do that on plays that are very substantial. So they're going to go back, make sure he stayed in bounds on that entire play.
Yeah, because I think right around the 11 or 12-yard line, he was back. He was backed against the wall.
And if that comes back, and now we still got some pushing and shoving on, now they settle it down. But if this thing gets reversed, I'm just wondering how Colorado will react to that.
Wow, they're not going to be happy if this touchdown gets called back. The good news for Bee fans, Jay-Sean Washington was the player down near the 10-yard line. He was able to get up and jog off under his own power. So what we're doing
that was me.
is waiting to see the result of this officials replay review.
To clean up the play before, it was the defensive coordinator and the head coach that got the personal fouls. They lost their on-field coaching positions.
But not the offense.
Not the offensive coordinator, so he's still out there. Fred Shaw is not on the field for the calls to begin with, so
right.
No harm, no foul there.
Officials still taking a look to see if Wilkins was touched as he was near the wall over there. As Kirk said, we're guessing around the 11 or 12-yard line. That's where he eventually broke free and took it all the way to the end zone for what stands right now as the Spartans' second score of the game.
Looks like the review's over. We'll get the confirmation or the overturn. Here's the call. This one is coming back all the way to the 7-yard line. So back-to-back plays where Colorado thought that they had scored is going to come all the way back. And as we mentioned, there's it's a little heated already on that Colorado sideline. We're going to have to keep an eye on them here.
The Spartans have lost 93 yards.
But you mentioned that immediately on the play, if he had hit the wall, they went back and checked that out.
It looked like to me that he did, and after the officials went to the replay, they determined that Wilkins was touched down at the 7-yard line. So
Omaha's dodged a couple of huge bullets, but...
And the lead remains 20-6 as we approach the 6:30 mark of the third quarter. Aiken alone in the backfield. He fakes it on the sweep, keeps it himself, and he is wrapped up at the 10-yard line. Rock Rahman in on the stop first for the Beef, later joined by Jay-Sean Washington.
Well, let's talk about what we also saw. We know Colorado is capable of the big play. We've seen them apparently make it. They've been overturned, but Colorado's just one play away from scoring anywhere on this field.
Absolutely. We talked about it. They have playmakers. Newbold Jr. was the newcomer of the year in the NAL. The Beef have done a good job against him here tonight. He's been bottled up, but they had an interception return for a touchdown called back due to a penalty and a long run by Wilkins, another playmaker on that offense for the Spartans. That was called back after they ruled that he was touched down at the 7-yard line. Bad snap, and the Beef are going to fall on top of it. A bad snap by the Spartans is going to result in a fumble recovery for DeAnthony Hall-Steele, and the Beef defense has come up with their third turnover of the game.
No turnovers for Colorado. They have not forced a turnover this season. Omaha now +3. Obviously a good thing. Dodged a lot of bullets there here in the third quarter. Now has a short field. And really another chance to put this game away right now. But, man, I'll tell you what, it It's up to Omaha. They have to score from here. They had a chance on their last drive. They did not, Kirk.
Yeah, you can't get too many gifts.
Brown threw the interception in the end zone. The last time the Beef had the ball on their first possession of the second half inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what Coach Tatum decides to do on first down. Brown with Mack to his right. Gives the ball to Mack. He bounces it, but he is tackled quickly by Esaias Gandy. Going to be a short gain from Mack. It looked like he had some room initially, but Gandy, he's a player. He came up and brought down Mack one-on-one, which is not an easy thing to do. They're going to mark the ball at the 8-yard line. We're going to call it second down and 9. We'll give Mack 1 yard there. Mack has been good on the ground tonight. 8 carries, 40 yards for Mack, and he has a touchdown. A 14-yarder in the second quarter. Mack to Brown's left, gets the ball again, makes a man miss, but Gandy almost brought him down, but he shakes Gandy, bounces it back out to the left side, and after all of that, he's going to be brought down for no gain. But let me tell you, that was an entertaining no gain right there, Kirk, for Jeff Mack.
Yeah, because he made, probably 3 or 4 yards before then he came back the other way and didn't get him back.
He broke free from Gandy on the right side, tried to work his way back left, but there were just too many Spartan defenders waiting for him here over on the left side. So that's going to bring up a third down and 9. At the 9-yard line, we'll call it third and goal, obviously, from the 9-yard line. Brown, who's been efficient here tonight through the air. Let's see if they go to the air here. They do. Drops back to pass, throws it into the corner of the end zone.
Yep,
Could
there was
be
a flag
there. Looking for Troy Evans Jr.
He definitely grabbed him around the waist, pulled him away.
And Isaiah Hall, like Kirk mentioned, had Troy Brown Jr. by the waist. I'm not sure Brown Jr. was going to come down with that one, but the Beef are going to catch another break here and get a defensive pass interference call.
See? Yep.
Would have been a tough catch near the back of the end zone for Troy Brown Jr. We've seen him do it before, or Troy Evans Jr., I'm sorry. We've seen him.
What game are you watching?
I'm trying to keep everything straight. We've got Lorenzo Brown. We've got Troy Evans Jr. I mean, we're just trying to keep
Steelers
everything
apologist.
straight. I am a Steelers fan.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We'll get things straightened out. Ball's at the 2-yard line. 3:34 left in the third quarter. Beef 20, Spartans 6.
After the penalty, first and goal, 2 yards out. They go up with that goal line formation, load up on the running backs.
It looks like Coach Tatum is going to keep this one on the ground. Brown under center. Gives it to Mack. He is not going to find any running room off that left side as he is brought down to the turf, and we've got some more altercations here.
And we're seeing altercations now. They got to get this settled. There's the flag, and rightfully so. We'll see. Oh, there's a second flag now. Now we also saw. I saw an Omaha play a third flag. Oh, this is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly. I saw an Omaha player that probably should have got one too on the near side. But I don't think anyone's going to go on that player.
Number 7, Byron Cooper, is hot. And I know one of the flags is going to be on him.
And the flags are usually, as you always, it's the second guy. It's the retaliation.
Yeah.
But then Colorado retaliated, then did another one, then argued about that one. I think there's 3 personal fouls on this play.
I think you're right. I think one of them is going to be on the initial shove from the Beef player, Todd. And then
if it is, that'll be on Reggie Patton.
On Reggie, yeah.
Okay.
And I think that'd be rightfully so. But we have 3 on the ground. If that's the case, 2 at offset, 1 goes. Either way, the short field position, half the distance 3 times from the, where are they on the 5-yard line, 7-yard line?
Well, if the first one was on Reggie, and then there was a back, then it'd be offset.
They offset, then a half. But if it's 3 halves on Colorado, it's, metric.
Yeah.
3 halves does not equal a quarter.
Called down Jeff Mack.
Okay.
So they end up calling one on each side. They offset. One's on Jeff Mack. I didn't see what he did, but I'm going to guess that was verbal if that is the case. The next one went on Modsey for Colorado. I think Colorado got fortunate that there wasn't another one because it looked like there was some sparring afterwards. But a good job. They're trying to set the tone. Stop, right?
A lot of things happening here in the past 5 minutes of this game, folks, and we're trying to sort it all out for you here. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The Beef are going to have a 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Last time they gave it to Mack, he was stopped short of the goal line in this situation. This time it's Baptiste behind Brown, who is under center. Brown gives it to Baptiste, and
didn't fool him.
No. Cooper was in the backfield immediately. Somebody missed an assignment there because Cooper was in the backfield before Baptiste, almost as Baptiste got the handoff time.
When you're up 14 points, too, though, and this happens, you don't get you're taking 30 seconds off the game clock on each play, too. You're shortening this game up. It's something Mike Tatum's done a little bit better on this year. He doesn't have the prolific offense he had a year ago. He's taking advantage of that right now. We'll see if they keep it on the ground once again. It's 3rd and goal from the 5.
Brown in the shotgun with Baptiste to his right. Takes the snap. He is going to throw it. Looking over the middle. Throws it into the end zone. Looking for Colmoose.
Still another flag.
The pass is incomplete. Good coverage by Isaiah Hall in the end zone. But we have
the penalty mark.
Another flag. This one in the Beef end zone.
Legal defense. Linebacker got too close again. When you're inside you have to be 5 yards out. If you're inside the 5, you can be parallel to how far you are to the goal line. He got too close, gets a flag. Half the distance, Omaha's going to get another chance at 3rd and goal.
It's going to remain 3rd down, but the ball is going to be moved from the 5-yard line to in between the 2 and 3-yard line. So the official spots the football. Under 2 minutes now in the third quarter. The Beef lead the Spartans 20-6 in this battle of unbeatens. Both teams 1-0 coming into this football game. Brown takes the snap, gives it to Baptiste, and he faked it to Baptiste, kept it himself, tried to reach the ball over the goal line.
The flag.
The officials signal touchdown.
He reached it.
That was a great fake.
He's up against the wall. We didn't see it. He made that second effort. But, again, it's on the fake. That's not a flag. That's a piece of equipment that came out of the field. But what an effort on the misdirection on the handoff there. We all thought he handed it off. He kept it. He got the score.
That was a really good fake by Evans. Or by Lorenzo Brown. I'm sorry. I thought he gave it to Baptiste, but he kept it, and Lorenzo, fighting for that last yard, stretches the ball across the goal line, and the Beef extend their lead 26-6 on the 2-yard touchdown run by Lorenzo Brown. Let's see if Hurrdat can add the extra point and make this a 21-point game. Hurrdat puts his foot into it. Kick is good. And the score is going to increase 27-6.
There's a one on him.
Got more.
You can't take your helmet off and holler at the official.
They should have been penalized on the last series when we had all the penalties because helmets came off, but I think they ran out of flags. But I think we're going to have one right here. And Colorado, this has been something over their 2 years' existence. We've seen just problems with their discipline. They're going to have to get that under control. because it's going to cost them in close games. And we got another one right here.
I mean, emotions run high when you're playing football, but they have lost their composure a number of times here in the third quarter, and it has cost them dearly. The Beef lead 27-6. We're going to take a timeout at the Slaughterhouse. We'll be back with more NAL indoor action in a moment.
Crystal Clear Pools was formed by a team of hard-working professionals in the greater Omaha area. With over 14 years of pool building and servicing experience, as well as over 16 years of concrete construction experience, we are well equipped to make your dream a reality. Call Crystal Clear Pools today, 402-250-9457.
If your day sounds like
We need to report ASAP.
you deserve Modelo, if you've persevered through,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Omaha Beef out in front of Colorado, 27-6, 19-6 left here in the third quarter of play, and had some good action, but that was the first score of that third quarter. We saw a lot. Colorado did slow down Omaha, took them a couple possessions to score. They ended that, but they find themselves trailing by 21. We see Fred Shaw talking with the officials coming out. I'm sure he's got a lot to say there, but you know, Kirk, discipline is as much of the game as anything else, and you got to keep your composure to stay in these games.
Yeah, and especially on the road.
Omaha is off next week, so is Colorado. Omaha's back in action 2 weeks from tonight. They'll host the Idaho Horsemen, who are 0-1 as of this week. They lost last night to Sioux City. That means our calendar tonight, Winchester's after this game looks like might be a victory party. 71st and Q Street, you can come out there, players, coaches, whatnot out there. And then the coaches show Let It Fly a week from Monday night. We'll be there 6 to 7 o'clock previewing that Idaho Horseman game. Jason Unger, myself, DJ K-Dub will be there as well. Everybody will be out there 6 to 7 o'clock. It's actually a fun time. Come check that out. It's a week from Monday night. Let It Fly, 10th and Capitol down in the Capital District. 19 seconds left and quite the fourth quarter, but Kirk, Omaha in control. They're doing a lot of things, but you got to finish the games. When you're learning how to, be a good team again, this is what you got to do right here. Keep your composure, finish drives, eat the clock, and get that W.
Yeah, that's what I say. Hopefully going to have some veteran leadership and keep things going in a straight line.
Let's not lose sight of the fact here, fellas. The Beef defense has held the Spartans to 6 points here tonight, a team that scored 45 just a week ago.
48.
48, even less than a week ago. They played Monday night in Wheeling. They put 48 points on the board. Tonight, just 6 for the Spartans, although they did have a couple taken off the board there in that frenzied last 4 minutes of that third quarter. We still have 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And not to discount it, a full quarter of football and indoor. We've seen lots of scores in way less time than this. So this is still a game. Omaha needs to finish it off.
There's a lot of time, and they have to start by covering this kick by Shudak. Newbold back deep, and we all know what he's capable of. He takes it 3 yards deep in his own end zone, finds a crease, squirts out to the 15-yard line. A good tackle there by number 18,
and
Josh
more
Baptiste.
flags.
More flags.
2 flags up in the air. That had to be verbal because we didn't see anything on the field.
It looked like a clean tackle. Baptiste brought Newbold down at the 15-yard line.
Right in front of the Colorado bench. And again, I'm going to speculate this is going against Colorado because it happened in front of their bench. But Kirk, as frustrated as you are, you're going for the 15. Now you're going to cost yourself field position. You got to control yourself at some point.
Emotions running high here at the Slaughterhouse in Ralston. The officials are talking it over, and we're going to sort things out and get the word here on what just transpired.
Well, they called that on Omaha, so I stand corrected. It's Omaha, same deal. You got to stay composed. I mean, you can't give away a game that you should have in control. You can't give away a free 15 yards. Both coaches need to learn from this. You just can't give away penalties and yardage like that throughout the game. So and I stand corrected. Up in front of the Colorado bench, I just kind of went with that.
Yeah, the Spartans start at the 22-yard line. Aiken wants to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, but we have more flags down.
Well, first half seemed like it was played pretty cleanly. We're making up for it here in half number 2.
Illegal defense called on the Beef, so that's going to cost them some more real estate. There is no time remaining on the third quarter clock, so we're going to go to the fourth quarter with the Beef on top of the Spartans, 27-6. We'll be back with more NAL indoor action from the Slaughterhouse in a moment.
The Amazing Pizza Machine voted Omaha's best family entertainment center and best place for birthday parties. The Amazing Pizza Machine is the perfect destination for any celebration, from family gatherings, post-proms, corporate events, and birthday parties. With laser tag, thrill rides, go-karts, bowling, arcade games, and an unlimited buffet, the food and fun at Amazing Pizza Machine never ends. That's the Amazing Pizza Machine, proud partners of your Omaha Beef professional indoor football team. AC Nelson RV is the oldest RV dealership in the world. They carry new and used RVs from top manufacturers, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, fold-down campers, toy haulers, and motorhomes that you will absolutely love. Browse online and in-store inventory, read customer testimonials, and let them help you with your RV financing. You can also shop online RV parts catalog. Learn more about their RV service centers and RV parts stores, meet their staff, and visit some of their local campgrounds. Visit them today, acnrv.com today. Back at the Slaughterhouse, going to quarter number 4. They're doing the orange magic. We got to come up with a name with this. I don't know what it is, Kirk. As we go into quarter, I mean, it's stolen from somewhere else, I'm sure. They turn off the lights, whatever. But, we're going to quarter number 4, Kirk. We talked about 2 weeks ago. We were, a lot of fans in panic. And again, rightfully so. Might be a little more comfortable right now, but we're seeing it's going to be a competitive league. I'll be honest, Omaha, I thought was going to have I'm not saying this is over. I mean, we got another quarter here.
Right.
Through 3 quarters, I thought they'd have a little bit more tougher time. And, I thought this was a coin flip game, I'll be honest with you. Still could be. I'm, again, not going to discount it here, but for 3 quarters, they got to like the progress they made.
Well, true. I mean, it seemed like from Minneapolis, they weren't bums.
No, they were not.
They were not. And, I think that their team disbanded after that game or whatever was happening. So, they, in a way, they were professionals, too. So, so I think everybody learned some lessons.
A very interesting start to the season for the Beef. They lose the exhibition opener. They win on the road last week against the Shreveport Rougarou 41-18. And they've really been in control of this one here tonight. On top 27-6. That was an uneven third quarter. The Beef scored on all 3 first half possessions. A lot of penalties, a lot of emotions running high in that third quarter, Todd, and it just really kind of didn't have any flow whatsoever.
Well, and that's something that you'll see at all levels of football. Kirk, you've done this from, Pee-wee high school all the way up to the NFL, so have I. You will always find games where there's going to be a a place in it. There's going to be, there's going to be circumstances that do you persevere through them or do you, embrace them and make the game yours?
Yeah.
I mean, that happens all. That's the beauty of the sport, right? I mean, you got to figure out, can you persevere or not?
Yeah, and like I say, especially this, these are professionals, more or less, So, yeah, they got to handle it.
The Spartans are going to have to start putting some points on the board here quickly, and they have good field position. They're going to continue this drive here, 1st and 5. After the Beef penalty that ended the third quarter, they're going to have it at the 22-yard line.
And if you're new to indoor, which I'm sure most of our viewers are not, but then they know 21 points in a quarter is not undoable by any stretch of the imagination.
Certainly
we see 21 points inside the 1-minute warning, Kirk.
Yes. The Beef encouraging the crowd to get into the game here on this first down play. Aiken alone in the backfield, drops back to pass, throws it to his right. It could have been intercepted again.
Should have been.
Terrence Jackson over there that time had his hands on the football, hit him in the chest, and fell harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, he really had good leverage.
They're
really good coverage.
About to go final in Carolina as the Cobras are going to defeat Wheeling 41-20. So, a lot of people were high on Wheeling coming off the AAL2 championship, but they're going to start 0-2. As Zeros, great organization, don't get me wrong, they're going to win some games, but it's a little stretch between the league they came from and the league they're playing in now.
Aiken, 2nd down and 5 at the Beef 22-yard line in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, flips it over the middle. The big man,
they threw the fat guy, Kirk.
Number 90, hauls it in. I got to try and find that guy on the program. I got to give him some credit there. Jack Robinson, a defensive lineman, hauls in the pass.
They're eligible, Kirk, right, if they put their hand up as a tight end, and they took advantage right there. You don't see it a lot. You kind of wait for your moment. Took advantage there, got the first down.
The catch by Robinson.
Put his hand up again.
The catch by Robinson sets the Spartans up at the Beef 15-yard line with another first down. Aiken pitches it out right side to Newbold. He's trying to find running room, but not much there as the Beef defense stands tall.
But back to the tight end pass, though, right? That's the rule. They declare themselves eligible. So what happens? That guy's been putting his hand up every play for the whole game, right?
Right.
I mean, you just don't care. I mean, that's just every time. I think Junebug does it for Omaha every play, right?
Yeah.
And then the one time, then he's eligible, you throw it to him, right?
Yeah.
2nd down and 9 for the Spartans. Aiken takes a snap, drops back to pass, throws it incomplete.
Oh, kaboom.
Watch out there in the 3rd row. You got to be paying attention over there, Todd.
Colorado, they're trailing by 3 touchdowns here, but that's another example right there. It's a play. Aiken could have made that pass. I mean, it's been that close. I mean, Colorado is really that close to making some completions. We've seen 2 touchdowns called back. They're really being in this game, if not in control, and winning this game.
A number of missed opportunities for the Spartans here tonight, and they find themselves on the wrong end of a 27-6 score. Aiken in the shotgun, 3rd down and 9. Takes the snap. Flag down. I think we're offsides. Gets it to Wilkins. This play's going to be called back as...
Should have been blown dead if it was offsides on the offense.
He was at least 2 or 3 yards off.
Well, offsides on the offense is dead ball, isn't it, Kirk?
Should be, yes.
And you could tell Wilkins, after he caught that ball, he's like...
It's illegal defense.
Okay.
Oh.
That's why it wasn't blown dead. An illegal defense. So, Todd, the Beef making some mistakes here. 3 straight penalties on them here in this drive.
When you want to be a good team and become a great team, and Omaha was pretty darn good for the last 2 years, these are the situations where you still got to go, not make the mistakes, finish up strong, not let teams back into games, and play a clean. Even last year, it was tough to find a clean 4 quarters for Omaha.
And it's easy to lose your composure when easy to lose your composure, but at home, with some of these veteran guys on the defensive side of the football, the Beef have to clean that up. The officials are going to put the ball down at the 9-yard line. And it looks like
third down.
We got a challenge flag on the field.
We've got a challenge flag out there.
I think Omaha's going to challenge that illegal defense call.
It looks like it.
Again, now challengeable. Was not a year ago. It's challengeable now. Omaha hasn't officially used a challenge. They threw a flag earlier. They got talked out of using it. So they're going to check to see here if that actually was an illegal defense, which is, again, now challengeable by a replay.
Defensive coordinator Adam Loftus throws the challenge flag there. So the officials are going to come over here and take a look at the replay monitor and see if it was illegal defense.
We joke about it, but if this was in Sioux City, they'd have to go in the tunnel.
There's a couple places. Salina, they used to have to go to like Topeka to review it or something. I mean, and you never want to challenge a Salina.
No.
I mean, it just, they went down, they disappeared, they come back 10 minutes. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know if they did it. I don't even know if they had replayed Salina, but they do it right here. It's on press row.
Yep.
And I didn't hear which illegal defense was it. Was it the linebacker 5 yards off? If it is, that's very easy to verify by a video.
Oh. We'll see what's happening here.
Brian Seltzer and his crew checking it out. And a very quick review, one way or the other, we'll get the call. So Omaha loses that challenge. They lose their timeout. Not the worst challenge at this point, but you like to make sure you're right though before you throw that flag. But it's 3rd down and 5 instead of 3rd down and 10 now. Or it would have been 4th down and 10 if they had.
So it looks like the Spartans are going to scrimmage from the 9-yard line. Loftus still looking for an explanation. He finally gets a satisfactory answer from the back judge, and the Spartans are going to scrimmage here on 3rd down. Aiken in the backfield, full house backfield. Now he sends his guys in motion, drops back to pass, he's going to run it. Tries to go off left side, and he's tackled by Black. And Marcus Gray also in there on the stop for the Beef.
You remember last year with Black and Cam Hunt when he's there, the 1-2 combination. Sometimes they put 2 linebackers back there and have them both in there. When Cam Hunt comes back to this defense in 2 weeks, Omaha fans will definitely be happy about that.
Another 4th down situation for the Spartans. Desperately trying to get back into this football game. They trail at 27-6. A crucial play here early in the 4th quarter. Aiken, Wilkins to his left. He rolls out to his left. Nothing there. No run. Sacked. Rock Rahman. Marcus Gray, number 44, also in on the stop for the Beef.
Got an injured Beef player.
Beef player down on the ground. I want to get Ralph Turner's name in there. He was also in on that stop.
Looks like he's all right, and the defense is held on downs.
Another 4th down stop for the Beef. They have held their own here tonight against a pretty explosive Spartan offense. Just 6 points given up. And the lead remains 21 points with just over 11 minutes left in the game.
So we look ahead, Omaha with a bye week. We talked with Coach Mike Tatum. Omaha got a little beat up even in that preseason game, so they look forward to that bye week. You got Idaho coming in here. Omaha's going to be a favorite in that game, let's be honest. Then they go down to Beaumont. That'll be Beaumont's next game. They had 3 weeks off after defeating Sioux City to start their franchise, so that'll be an interesting matchup. That'll be on April 13th. Beaumont went like a month between games. It was a weird scheduling. I mean, that happens in NAL, right?
Right.
But that's the next time Beaumont will play, and that'll be Omaha's 4th game. It'll be Beaumont's 2nd.
So Coach Tatum just took a timeout here before this first down play. We're going to take a timeout with him. We're going to try to regroup here at the Slaughterhouse. The Beef lead 27-6. We'll be back with more NAL indoor action in a moment.
You in need of screen printing, embroidery, or iron-on clothing customization? Then look no further than Anytime Tees. No order is too big or too small. We want to be your turnkey solution for all of your custom apparel, clothing, and promotional items. Sports teams, birthday parties, company events, or functions. See why the Omaha Beef uses us for their needs. Contact us today to begin your free quote and let us handle the rest. Call us at 712-256-1151 or visit our website at www.anytimetees.com today. Again, that's Anytime Tees, proud supporter of your Omaha Beef.
10:35 remaining in regulation. Week number 2 at the Slaughterhouse. Omaha out in front 27-6 with the ball, their own 12-yard line. Out of the timeout, try and put this game away.
So Coach Tatum has no more timeouts. He used his last timeout there before this first down play. Let's see if the Beef go to the air. They do, and a miscommunication there between Brown and his receiver, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Bryce Holliday's a backup quarterback, or he's a rookie. He did get some snaps last week down at Shreveport. Thought he might get into this game. Seems like maybe not this drive, maybe the next. We'll see if Coach Tatum gives him some opportunity here tonight.
I think it would be beneficial to get Holiday a series or two. We have the bye week coming up, of course, this week, so maybe they can work him in even a little more in 2 weeks when Idaho comes to town. Brown gives the handoff to Baptiste, and he is met rudely in the backfield. A late whistle. Hammond in there on the stop for the Spartans. He was trying to wrestle the football away, Kirk. There was no whistle.
No, well, that's the slow whistle. Somebody got hurt.
Kirk, yeah, we've seen that. But Kirk, Batiste is a player that 2 years ago in the CIF had a great season with Wyoming. Comes into here. We know he can play. Just hasn't quite found his footing yet here in 2025. But we know he's capable. Just needs to get that opportunity, but hasn't found it yet.
It's going to be 3rd down now and 12 for the Beef. Brown in the shotgun with Baptiste to his left. Calls for the football, gets the snap, throws it over the middle. The officials say it's going to be incomplete.
Well, and it should be. I thought for a minute that he might get away with it. He tried to sell it, but I'm pretty sure that ball hit the ground and he short-hopped it.
Incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Omaha. Let's see what Coach Tatum decides to do. I see Shudak on the field, so he's going to kick this one and try to get some field position. Shudak on the field. I don't see Colmoose. Yeah, Colmoose is out there, so he's back after missing a play the last time the Beef attempted a kick. So the regular holder and snapper and kicker into the game for the Beef. Shudak's going to kick it away from his 1-yard line. Let's see what happens.
55-yard attempt. Does he have that? No, it's a position kick.
Position kick's going to go out of bounds. Nice
catch.
Nice catch by a fan there. Deep.
If you want to get critical, you can work on that corner a little bit. This is going to come out a little bit farther than he wants it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure. He's still walking. Is he still marking this? No.
He's still walking.
Are you for real?
Field?
No.
That can't be right.
Now he's going back. I don't know if he knows he was in charge of marking that. They're going to give it to him at the 20-yard line. That ball did not go out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
No, it did not.
It should be at the place where it went out. They do not know. They have not marked this correctly. They're going to discuss this. Not a touchback. They'll work it out. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to Beef Football here on the National Radio League Network.
Ample Sheet Metal Works has been Nebraska's leader in custom metal fabrication since 1903, combining old-world craftsmanship with modern technology to provide an unparalleled specialty metal experience. Providing services ranging from small personal items to large commercial and industrial projects has been the trademark of a local company with over 120 years of combined shop experience to draw from. Just contact our staff at HampleSheetMetal.com or call us at 402-341-4305 and get the special product and customer service you want and deserve.
Back at the slaughterhouse, we're still discussing where this ball goes, and I'll tell you what actually happened here is I'm nice to officials, but I think they thought that was a touchback. It's not. It should be where that ball went out. And they're discussing it. It's going to be kind of a moot point with the score of this game. I think they're going to give it to him at the 20, but there's no way that ball went out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
No.
That's not a touchback over the end wall on a kickoff. That's when it would come to the 20.
I mean, it was caught near what would be the 5-yard line.
They caught about the 5. That ball
the goal
goes
and the
out
5.
between the 15 and 10.
Yeah, somewhere.
Well, that way they'll move it back.
Coach Tatum is trying to negotiate some new terms over there.
Adam Loftus working on as well. And they still aren't sure. Well, how about the 15? That sounds good.
That
compromise.
What do you think? 15?
Well, it went 8 rows deep into the stands.
Yeah. So they are going to mark it at the 15-yard line. We have 8 minutes and 3 seconds, exactly 8 minutes and 3 seconds left here in this one.
So we get the compromise spot. Colorado will start at the 15.
15-yard line. It looks like we have a new quarterback into the game, Todd. Number 20.
That quarterback.
Khalil Trotman.
He's a quarterback.
In the game, looks to throw, has some running room now as he's flushed out of the pocket. Kai Black comes up and lays a lick.
Helmet comes off
on Trotman.
Luckily, it's empty. Hey, so that quarterback who comes in now, man, big dude. It says 6'1", 230 pounds, Morgan State. You know they always lie about the weights. That's a big dude back there.
That's a big man.
He put the momentum into Kai Black and popped his helmet off on the hit.
I think the thought here is maybe put a quarterback in that's going to be a little more effective in the passing game. I mean, Aiken had his moments, but a number of incompletions has led to this quarterback change. Trotman throws it. It's caught. Inside Beef territory. That's Bizette Woodley on the catch, the 6'7" receiver, and that's going to be a first down for the Spartans.
And why not at this point in the game? Find out what you have. You got a bye week coming up, and then you get back on the road. You're going to Sioux City. Got to make some decisions. It's only a 10-game regular season in the NAL, so the games count a lot. You can't waste a lot of time.
So let's see if they stay with the passing game with the new quarterback, Trotman. They will. Drops back to pass. Here comes the rush. Throws it into the end zone. Overthrown. Newbold was battling De Leon there in the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete, no flag.
The pass wasn't accurate, but it was a nice-looking ball. So we'll, again, sometimes that's reps, timing, whatnot. We'll see what else we can do here with half the fourth quarter.
It was spinning.
It was spinning. That's
as
good.
Opposed to end over end. So I mean, that's a good start. Second down now for the Spartans. Clock about to go under 6 minutes left in the game. Beef comfortably ahead, 27-6. Trotman in the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Gets it away, and it's incomplete.
Good break on the ball.
Good coverage there by Terrence Jackson. He breaks up that pass intended for Dent on the right side over there. So that's back-to-back incompletions. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the visitors. The Beef looking to go to 2-0 on the regular season. As Todd mentioned, they'll be off next week. We'll return to action in 2 weeks against the Idaho Horsemen. big hurry here as the play clock is going to run down to 0. I think they did get a timeout. They got the timeout before the play clock ran out. We're going to keep it right here during this timeout. The Beef in control, 27-6.
5:10 remaining. Omaha looking like they're on their way to 2-0. Post-game party at Winchester, 71st AQ. Kirk Hire karaoke over there. You want to join everybody over there? I know you're going because it's Saturday night. It's not a school night, so you're good.
It's not a school night, no. My parole officer's not going to let me go.
Well, we don't want to talk about that. But, let's just look back, though, again, 13 days ago, where this team was. I mean, if you would have told people they'd be 2-0, I mean,
yeah,
they'd be some scratching heads after that game. Not saying they've accomplished anything major, but they're definitely trending in the right direction based on where they were at that point.
Well, in all the years, Todd, with the guy and you and those that have been with the Beef, and then Greg, and I had a cruddy week, boy. I was just angry.
You were just mad, Kurt.
Yeah, I was.
You were very, very upset. I remember you told me that. You could barely make it through the day that week.
You went to a bar that wasn't a sponsor. I know that.
Well, yeah, true that.
Trotman back to pass, tipped away. Rahman in coverage there as he covers up Dent and knocks the pass away. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're building teams, though, this is the plays right here. Yeah, you're up 21. Looks like they're going to win now. But it's 4th down. You send the defense out there. You stop the drive, and you get the win, and you seal it.
That's right.
That's what makes you a championship team. Not even going to pretend this is a team that won 2 championships in a row. They got to start building again. It's lessons like this that we got to learn.
It's a confidence builder.
Jackson, DeLeon, Marcus Gray, and McCulley in 4 defensive backs for the Beef. And we're going to have a timing issue and an offsides penalty against the Spartans. That's going to cost them 5.
They had to delay a game.
Oh, delay a game this time.
They'll
Okay.
get with that. Could be either or, but 4:19 to go, back them up 5 yards.
That's going to make it 4th down and 15 for the Spartans from their own 22-yard line. Trotman in for Aiken on this drive, threw a nice pass to gain a 1st down on his first pass attempt, but 3 straight incompletions have followed. He drops back to pass again. Plenty of time. Throwing it down the middle of the field, looking for Dent in the end zone. He's got it.
Catch.
He's got it.
That's a touchdown. What a play.
Dent has the football in the first row. He made that catch in the field of play. The Beef defender also over the boards and into the crowd.
You have it over the wall and into where it counts, and what an effort.
I think Pepe punched that ball out.
Yeah, there's some fans that tried to help, but that's the beauty of indoor, but that's going to be a touchdown. That one needs to make the highlight reel.
Yeah.
What an effort, especially when you're down 21, right? To go and make that play, hats off.
Well, let's see who's hurt because they're flagging people down there.
I thought all the players came out. Is this a fan?
That was DeLeon who went over the wall in pass coverage. He said it was incomplete as he's laying along the first row there. Dent says he caught it.
Yeah,
we got to sort some things out over there.
No, it's a touchdown.
12 points on the board for the Spartans.
I'll tell you what, you should get that every time you put that effort in.
Wow, what a catch.
Incredible.
So Trotman on his first series leads the Spartans to a touchdown drive. They have cut the Beef lead to 15 here. 3:53 left in the ball game. I'm sure the Spartans are going to go for 2 here, Todd.
You know, those plays, Kirk, you can remember them in indoor. That's actually, right or wrong, it's probably not safe, but those are the fun plays, right, where they go over the wall like that.
Absolutely.
Over the years we've been doing this, you can remember the ones. I remember Marcus Barnett doing one at the Civic, crushing a folding chair in the end zone. You remember those guys go over there and make those plays. They're legendary, and despite the score of the game, that's what this game's about.
So the Spartans are going to attempt to cut this lead to 13 here. Trotman remains at quarterback. He has Wilkins to his left. He's going to throw it into the corner of the end zone for the big 6'7" receiver. He was looking for Woodley. Then the ball is tipped away by McCulley. And McCulley, Todd, probably 5'9", maybe?
He says 5'8", 175.
5'8".
He said, get that weak out of here, and he did. Volleyed it out. Conversion no good. 15-point game. I mean, still it's 2 possessions. We've seen weirder stuff, so, I mean, we want to keep the fans, right? But 3:53 to go. Never say it's over in indoor, but, you know, Colorado, you got to like if you're a Colorado fan. Again, here's what Colorado has. I mean, first off, they got victory last week, right? Second off, I don't know if it came into play or not, but it was a short week. They played on Monday night on the road. Had to fly back, then bus here, whatnot. That's a short week. Recovery, prep, all that. Very tough. You know, they're not going to make excuses. I know that, but, you know, that's a tough way to have to play. And then they got great athletes. We know that, right? You know, it's early in the season. Worst case scenario, you're coming out here now 1-1. You got a week to get ready for Sioux City. Colorado's still going to be in the talk long term for the National Arena League in 2025 as far as postseason play goes.
Yeah, you certainly can't count them out, you know, at 1-1. That's for sure. A lot of football to be played yet here in this NAL season.
I mean, there's teams I'd count out in this league. Colorado's not one of them.
So 3:53 remaining here in the game. It just got a little bit more interesting, 27-12.
He's going to try for the deuce.
Yeah.
No, I guess
short of the deuce if that's what he tried, but
onside
that ball's
kick.
live.
The ball is live.
We
Who's
got a
on
flag.
top of it? We've got flags.
Well, whoever it is, it's going to be a penalty on Colorado based on where that flag was thrown. I think they were offsides on the kickoff. But, you know, you got to like, they tried an onside kick to get the ball, and, you know, they'll obviously decline this penalty on the offsides. Omaha is going to have a short field with a 15-point lead and 3:47 to go.
Terrell Colmus comes up with that football.
That little dude is happy as can be.
Well, let's talk about it. Last time I saw Colmus, he ran to the wall. So that he's out there on special teams and
he looks
participating.
He
looks like he's okay. So that's a great sign right there.
Yeah.
If you're an Omaha Beef fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Beef are going to have a short field here as they take over and try to close this one out. I'm sure Coach Tatum is talking with his quarterback here and saying, you know, let's make sure we use up all of the play clock after each one of these plays. Let's see if the Beef keep it conservative on the ground and try to finish this one out.
You just say Mike Tatum and conservative. I've never heard that in the same sentence. I'll be honest with you.
Well, now you have, brother.
First and goal, they're going to start
at 7. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
You know, Monday. You know, at the coach's show, that's the first thing I'm going to ask.
I know you will. I know you will. Lauren Brown remains in a quarterback. Baptiste to his right. He tries to give it to Baptiste, and the ball squirts out. Brown alertly falls on it.
You know, maybe it's Omaha's night. That's the second time, though, we've seen a ball on the ground that's just deflected right back to Lorenzo Brown. Well, Colorado could have got. Not that matters at this point, but the one earlier definitely was a big deal for Omaha.
And it was a timing thing, too, because it was a cross. It was almost like the old-time cross buck, because we missed it to the second.
Again, you got to learn, though, to finish the games, play crisp even when you're up, play a full 4 quarters. So plenty to still work with for Omaha here to improve on going into game number 3.
The Beef have enjoyed some home cooking here tonight, and the ball has certainly bounced their way. 15-point lead with 2:52 left.
We're going to have another delay game, and this one on Omaha.
Delay game on Omaha. That's going to cost them 5 yards. The Spartans still with 2 timeouts. The Beef have used all 3 of their second half timeouts, so no more timeouts remaining for the home team. The Beef huddle up, regroup, and they'll scrimmage from their own 15-yard line. The clock will start on the snap. Brown, Baptiste to his left. Gives it to Baptiste. He makes a man miss and has running room. Baptiste takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Come on, blow the whistle.
Yeah, we gotta have a whistle there, folks. I mean, Baptiste was inside the 10-yard line, ended up at the 20-yard line after a host of Colorado players ushered him into the wall. No flags. And the Beef are going to set up shop at the 9-yard line. So 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line as we approach 2 minutes remaining here at the Slaughterhouse. Brown in the shotgun, wants the snap, time ticking down on the play clock. They just get the play off. He throws it right side, pass is complete. Wide open man, that's Baptiste out of the backfield. Brown finds him in the right flat. Baptiste takes it the rest of the way, and the Beef adds some insurance here, Todd, with 1:53 left in the game.
First touchdown of the year for Baptiste out of McNeese State. Just pads that lead, now 21 points. But, again, we talked about Baptiste just trying to find his way, and, he ain't going to care if it's on the ground or through the air. That's 6 points, his first touchdown of the year.
That was a good catch by Baptiste as he slipped out into the flat. Good throw by Brown. And the Beef are on the board again. Shudak looking to add the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. No good. No good. He pulls it left. That's the second time here tonight that he's pulled a kick left, and it's going to remain 33-12. 1:53 left in this one, Todd.
Well, there's no ugly wins, first off, right? We always say that. So that's a good thing, right?
Yes.
21-point wins are pretty good, too, especially over a team 1-0. I mean, this is a team that played 2 competitive games a year ago with obviously a better Omaha team a year ago.
Right.
I mean, I don't think that's jumping to any conclusions right there. So Omaha's got to like what they're working with right here. But you got the bye week now coming up. You got Idaho coming in here. You have a chance to really get yourself off to a 3-0 start. And, again, a 10-game season, that puts you in a really good position here in the 2025 season.
Right, and we've got some of our veterans coming back.
I've heard some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've heard.
Yeah.
So we know we'll have number 7, Cam Hunt, back for that game against the Horsemen in 2 weeks. That will definitely bolster the defense. The defense, again, playing pretty well here tonight. Gave up 18 last week. Just 12 points on the board for the Spartans here tonight, a week after scoring 45 in a win over Wheeling. Shudak's kick is going to come down to Newbold in the end zone. Newbold looking for running room. Works the left side, finds some running room, and approaches midfield before he's knocked into the boards. Colmoose getting up.
Best return of the night for Colorado out to midfield again. Newbold, hats off when they go back and review this film. I can't emphasize enough how much of an athlete Newbold is. I mean, he wasn't held in check tonight, but he didn't, make any huge plays. And sometimes you just got to contain those athletes and hopefully keep them from doing that. And they did here tonight. So that was definitely on the goal list for Omaha. They accomplished that one, and they're going to accomplish getting victory number 2 here in about 90, make it 87 seconds.
Trotman trots back onto the field. For the Spartans, he's going to remain at quarterback. Wilkins remains in at running back. Trotman takes a snap, pressure up the middle, throws over the middle, caught by Woodley, and he is taken down inside the 15-yard line by Marcus Gray. That's the 3rd catch for the 6'7" receiver out of Delaware State. That's going to take us to the 1-minute warning. Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. We'll be back with the final minute from the Slaughterhouse NAL football action. We'll be back in a moment.
42 Degrees is a locally owned dispensary offering a premium shopping experience for customers located throughout Omaha, Lincoln, Bellevue, and Council Bluffs. Our retail stores sell a variety of high-end CBD, kratom, legal THC, hand pipes, water pipes, vaporizers, electronic cigarettes, premium e-juice, and more. Shopping for the highest quality health and wellness products has never been easier. 42 Degrees is the source for all of your needs. Omaha 60 seconds away from notching victory number 2. Go to 2-0 on the regular season. There's a regular season and postseason streak in play. Goes back to June 25th, 2023. We know if there's that exhibition game, we know all that. But, teams come, the target's on them when they count. Omaha is going to come out to 23 straight games that people are taking their shots at them. And Omaha's going to come out with a W. And I'll be honest, if you had told me 2 weeks ago they'd be 2-0, I would put your money on it, but probably not mine.
Yeah.
1 minute remains. The Spartans trying to make this one a little more interesting here in the last minute. Trotman led the Spartans to a touchdown drive his last possession, and he's trying to do it again, except he fumbles. The ball came out of Trotman's hand as he tried to get it downfield to one of his receivers, and the Beef fall on the fumble.
And that's a fourth turnover on the night for Omaha. 3 turnovers a week ago. If you look at it, obviously when you're plus on turnovers, it makes it a heck of a lot easier because you, needless to say, get more possessions, Kirk, but it's a good trend for Omaha. Plus 7 on turnovers, 7 takeaways, 0 turnovers.
Oh my, yes.
And if you're Colorado now, though, defensively for them, they've had 0 takeaways in 2 games, and that's something that, defensively, you obviously don't like.
No.
We're going to go review.
Yep, we're going to take.
What did I miss? A forward pass? The ball.
I saw his hand come back, and it just fell out of his hand. I didn't see his arm moving forward.
I didn't have that on the bingo card, but hey, let's take a look. It's a close game, 21 points with 53 seconds. Let's check it out, make sure.
So it remains to be seen whether or not the Beef are going to come away with their 4th turnover of the night, and that's been the difference in this one, Todd.
So we look at Colorado. Yeah, so Omaha keeps it. They reviewed it, play stance. So Omaha, we just talked about, great opportunity to possibly go 3-0 into it. Colorado now a little bit at crossroads. They go to Sioux City, another tough game. You talk about 3 tough games to start the season. But if they could go in there and get that victory, divisional play, 3 road games, come out 2-1. It's really a point where, 1-2 compared to 2-1 with all the home games left. Colorado's really going to be deciding their season, I think. Again, top 2 teams in each division make the playoffs. So that Sioux City game is going to be huge 2 weeks from tonight at the Tyson Event Center.
Sioux City, of course, 1-1 after getting a victory last night. The Beef trying to get to 2-0. Colorado at 1-0, but seems elementary that they're going to go to 1-1 here in the next 53 seconds.
Junebeg puts his hand up. Maybe they'll throw to him, right?
You never know.
That'd be fun.
Brown. Toss to Evans Jr. He went out of bounds, which stops it, but also a loss of yardage stops the clock 2 under a minute.
Which playoff game was it last year that Junebug got the touchdown, his first catch?
There's only one playoff game last year, so I'm going to guess it's that one.
No.
There's only a championship game.
Yeah.
There's only 5 teams in the NAL a year ago when they ended.
He did catch a touchdown.
He did have a touchdown.
I do remember that, Kirk. I think it was a regular season game, however, but I do remember that. So 49 seconds remaining after Evans Jr. was knocked out of bounds on the toss sweep. He lost 4 yards. Brown gives it to Baptiste. He looks for room up the middle, and he is...
And that's all you need.
...met rudely by Cooper. Hopefully we can get through this last 38 seconds, Todd, without more penalties.
Well, they held the play clock, so unless Colorado's going to take their time out, nobody needs to run another play. And it looks like everybody's content with that. So this game is going to go final with an Omaha victory here tonight, 33-12. Final 20 seconds will tick off, Kirk, and Omaha got the job done. That's what they needed to do. They came in, again, looks better than they did in the preseason, needless to say. I think it looked better than they did a week ago in Shreveport, where they, blew Shreveport out. That was a whole other mess of a game down there. But,
hopefully
better competition here tonight.
And hopefully everybody will come out healthy. That we got a week. We got 2 weeks for the next game. So
Lorenzo Brown, 2 touchdown passes, a touchdown on the ground, so he accounts for 3 touchdowns here tonight. Jeff Mack adds a couple of touchdowns on the ground, and the Beef improve to 2-0 on the season, and the celebration has begun on the orange turf. A 21-point victory for the home squad here tonight.
Winchester's postgame tonight. Head over there. Kirk is.
Yes.
Chase him down. 71st and Q Street. Check that out. Coach's show, Let It Fly downtown. Week from Monday night. Then we're back here 2 weeks from tonight as Omaha hosts the Idaho Horsemen. Try to go to 3-0. So, good stuff for Omaha. At the end of the day, it's a win. That's all that matters. You're 2-0. You are what your record says, so they're 2-0 now. First place in the National Division. Everybody's got a loss now. Colorado's got a loss. Sioux City has a loss over there. Yep. So, Omaha controls their destiny, which you got to like if you're a Beef fan. And what you also have to like is the team's showing improvement.
Yes.
A big improvement. Especially from the exhibition game, but even from the Shreveport game on the road a week ago, this offense looked much better tonight. The timing was better tonight, and the defense comes up with 4 more turnovers, and they are able to get the decisive home win here at the Slaughterhouse, 33-12.
We're wrapping it up. Appreciate everybody who listened along here across the different media platforms on the National Radio League Network. And again, if you get a chance to join us in person at any National Radio League game, Omaha's back in play in 2 weeks. Sioux City will be hosting Colorado in 2 weeks as well. For Kirk Heyer, Jason Unger, Randy Katz providing stats from Sioux City, Greg Hendricks providing on-site support. Todd Walkenhorst from the Slaughterhouse. It's a happy day if you're a Beef fan. 33-12. Omaha 2-0. Colorado falls to 1-1. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you 2 weeks from tonight here at the Slaughterhouse. You were listening to Omaha Beef professional indoor football all across the National Arena League Network.